Do the mouth horn. TopLobsta Productions.
Fucking music, bro. And you just open with the...
You just shut up, dear. You fall.
Yeah. I can get some...
Why would I say anything else?
Neph to America is recorded in front of a live studio audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Neph to America, your cultural commentary for the end of days. I am David Lee Corbo, a.k.a. The Raven. That is TopLobsta, the father of disinformation.
Good day, sir.
And here we have Matthew, host of Straight Bible.
I'm not talking like that.
And pourer of brown water. Before we go any further. How dare you? Please consider going over to patreon.com/Nephilim Death Squad. Sign up there to gain early access to episodes before the general public.
Give us money.
Access to communities of dangerous retards on Twitter, on Discord, and on Telegram. As well as discount codes
Why do you
off of
sound like a
merchandise.
vampire? Right?
Is this vampire music, is it not? This is fucking vampire. That's the other thing.
It is like, yeah, this
It's
is
fucking
vampire shit,
music,
dog.
bro. Stop it with the healing code from the Monroe Institute. Thank you to Tinfoil Tiara, by the way. We're going to get into why we're thanking her. But before we do that...
how dare you?
How dare you? TopLobsta.com is where you're going to get your merchandise. You're also going to get tickets to Bohemian Grove.
You know what? Don't come.
I'm going to come.
Well, you have to come. You're contractually obligated to come.
I've actually never signed anything. So if I wanted to call in sick that day, what a fucking fiasco that would be. TopLobsta.com is where you're going to get tickets to Bohemian Grove, where the very singer of this song will be.
Jay Dyer?
Jay Dyer. Jay Dyer's not going to be there. I think he has the rumbly bumblies in his tummy wummies.
Oh, hey.
Hey! Nope, we're not going to do that again.
Not yet.
We're not going to read all the fucking jewels again. We're not fucking doing that. We learned our lesson last time. This time, guys, we're only reading words on the super chats. We're going to be grateful for any jewels you
Do you
send
think
us.
we should just play this under the whole show the whole
It
time?
really creates a somber tone.
It's like, is this how is this how they feel all the time?
Yeah, it's striking out that the imagery goes like with that music. Like
Yeah.
all like the cape, they wear the silly outfits, the silly hats. They have like
silly.
Hey, that's blasphemy.
they have the artwork, they have like the stained glass, and it's all the same very strange spirit
How
behind
dare
it,
you.
dude. Very weird.
How dare you say that?
Very strange.
We're going to get into
What are we getting into?
all of the things. I don't know what we should get into first. Should we get into the orthodoxy debacle with you and all the other people?
Xerox is back.
Xerox? How did Xerox get in the chat? Xerox, you've been banned. You've been banned. How dare you, Xerox?
It's YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube, so any old ortho bro can watch. What a shit deal. Unbelievable. So where should we start? Number one, you should start by, after this episode, going back and watching Austin Picard, who came on just before this. And I kind of did the math on how much time it spent Austin to tell us where they can find you. And the first time it took 45 minutes.
For what? For Austin
For
to get through
hey,
it?
Austin, thanks for being on the show. Before we get into the conversation, let's let everybody know where they can find you.
Oh, God.
And then that actually took 45 minutes, and that's genuine. That's not even fake. That's real.
Mhm.
And then
That's awesome.
That's
He's on a
awesome.
lot of platforms, dude.
Yeah.
45 minutes?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
No, he didn't mention any of them.
No, he
What?
didn't mention any of them. He just, you know what the thing is?
What's the thing?
It didn't change Panda Fly. This is just the second half of the song.
Yeah. It's an odd transition to still spooky, but also gay. Like we want to let
Yeah,
you know.
this is like a haunted
Like,
house, a gay
we
haunted house.
was vampires, and now.
But now we can party.
But now we gay vampires.
Now we gay vampires. So. So Austin has this thing. It's really phenomenal. When you try to let him promote himself, he is struck with gratitude to such a degree that he cannot promote himself. He can only express gratitude to you. So for 45 minutes, he just thanked us.
It's so sad.
Thank you.
No. Forget. I love Austin.
I love Austin,
but like,
you kidding me?
the simplicity and the stupidity of this song. It's like it can get you to rage quit a debate.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into that. I
We're
don't
gonna
really
get into that.
understand what fucking happened.
Should we start the music over, or are we just gonna? Are we gonna get copyright infringement for this?
I don't think so. We have permission from
Owen, are you
from
gonna sue
Owen
us for this?
So, from my perspective, I saw that two guys that previously had blocked each other, Owen and Jay, which I never really knew that Jay had that much of a problem with Owen.
Oh, I knew.
It was just a time when we invited Jay to Bro Grove 3.
Oh, so we're just spilling the deets, huh?
But this is a reasonable deed. I don't think he would
Okay.
even be upset about this. We said like, hey, dude, love to have you at Bro Grove 3. And he goes, I might be there. And then later on, he found out that Owen was going to be there. And he said, not going to fucking do it. So I said, okay, I guess he doesn't really like him. Or he doesn't like, they don't like
No,
him.
he specifically said, I'm screwed.
Is that what he said?
It was weird.
I don't think he said
It's
I'm
a strange
scared.
one. I have the DMs pulled up.
That's
of
not
it.
true.
Yeah.
When we invited him to Bro Grove?
Yeah.
Oh, like in the sense that Owen is like potentially unhinged or something?
Yeah. He's like, that
Huh.
guy's crazy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe, I guess that's what happened. I don't know if that's true. I don't remember that, but
Doesn't strike me as crazy. Strikes me as tall.
very tall.
Yeah.
Well, when
I guess he does have that weird smile.
if you can't clock the behavior, if you can't predict what a dude is going to do, and a dude also happens to be
He could
6'11",
make a 5-minute song about you in the style of the Orthodox Church.
who could have saw that coming? Honestly, as far as things that are predictable, that's not really within the realm of them.
Yeah.
So I guess I knew a little bit that there was some contention there, but Josie, the redhead libertarian, was going to have a debate with the two. So they unblocked each other, and all of a sudden there was going to be this debate. And the debate seemed like it was going to be framed around.
Well, they were unblocked, reblocked, unblocked, snip, snap, snip, snap. Who's keeping track anymore at this point?
Snip, that paddywhack.
Yeah. Very gay behavior, if I do say so myself.
If you have
Yeah.
anything to hide, you don't engage with Owen Benjamin like that. Like at the end of the day, that's all that's about. Like if there's anything hidden that you don't want to be known, that's why you would not engage with Owen Benjamin.
Yeah, cold Hollywood.
Well, I mean, I guess that's true. Owen does have a keen way of seeing to the hidden things, the coveted things that you hide from the world.
It's just
and he
more
gets
of
up close
like-
and he flicks him around.
Yeah. Just flick him around. What does that
this?
do?
What is that thing?
that do?
What's hanging off you there? I don't
How
like
come
that.
You reacted to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just about like picking and seeing the thing that bothers you the most, and like how do you react to this? Do you react like a homosexual? If so, judgment.
Laney says, I believe it originally was the Jim Bob Trinity debate where it started. Yeah, so they were going to talk about the Trinity,
Mhm.
which I thought would have actually been a really cool conversation. And I'm not at all bothered by
No. But when you talk to these people, it's never talk.
talk.
It's never talk.
It's debate rape.
It's debate rape. That's exactly what it is. And fucking prove me wrong that it's not, because it is.
I've got the scars to prove it.
We've got
Also, isn't one of the reason of hating the Jews is because they look on the other people as lower people? Isn't that at the core of Orthodoxy then? If
Whoa,
they're
you
saying,
hate
like,
the Jews?
if you don't come through our system, like you can't be saved, then clearly they look at everybody else as lower people, right?
that's exactly how they look at the entire system.
Goyim?
Yeah, we are the goyim of
Yes.
the Christian
World of the
Yeah.
of reality.
Yeah,
Of reality.
Yeah, if you don't come through their system, you're not saved. So it means everybody else is a goy.
Goy.
Yeah.
Yeah, goy.
whatever God said.
Whatever God said. Yeah, whatever God called us or whoever he was calling goy. So I thought that would have been a great conversation because I'm of the school of thought. I don't think debate actually benefits very many people. The type of person that it does benefit that
You
I
look
have
great.
seen, thank you very much, is like a kind of a fat neck bearded debate bro. And like, whatever works to get them to Christ, so be it.
Is that
Who? To get who to Christ?
There's a type of character that enjoys debate.
Okay.
They just so happen to look the same as each other.
It's a homosexual with a vampire fetish.
That's not true. Don't
Well.
say that. That's not nice. But yeah, I guess that's probably accurate. They all look just like one another. They all talk the same, and that's how they're captured. I know myself personally, I'm unmoved by debate. And I always go back to, I was watching a 7-hour debate on Joe Rogan's podcast about should it be plant-based or should it be a carnivore diet?
Oh yeah, I remember
and
that.
I came away from it being like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want because
who was on which side? Who was talking?
I couldn't remember. You would think after watching something for 7 hours, even I would at least remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, it's so crazy. What I observed is how you can skirt a direct pointed statement or question and then just go off on a separate tangent and word salad it into its own thing that kind of stands upon its own and sounds remarkable. And
it's an interesting thought experiment, right? Because we'll say, well, I guess people's road to Christ is different, right? Everybody has like a different introduction. Your testimony is going to be different. And how did you find Christ?
Some roads are going to be gayer.
Some roads are going to be, well, I've been really struggling with this lately because
the gay thing?
The gay thing. Man,
that was good.
And the diarrhea.
Hey, that was good timing. You said you didn't have any quips or timing.
I don't.
That was good.
No, I've been struggling with the idea of where you can find Christ.
Okay.
Is it everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, God uses all things, I would say.
Right.
I'm not going to limit what he will use.
But if you're being corralled into a pen like cattle by a certain so-called denomination or a certain way of thinking,
say the
you're
denomination.
being corralled into something. Well, it's not just orthos. It's across the board. You get corralled into something that's wrong. And it's like, well, they found Christ. Like, yeah, but did they? Like, if the whole foundation's off, like if Paul says very plainly, Christ is the foundation. No man can lay another foundation. And you have some entity come along and say, no, you must go through us. We have these creatures called the so-called fathers. You must go through them.
The daddies?
And now you have a different foundation. Then do you end up at Christ in that? I don't know.
And this is kind of what I'm getting at, because their argument would be their argument for everybody else why you cannot receive salvation is because you can't receive it outside of the Holy Orthodox Church.
Is that uniformly their argument?
Yeah, but then they have other I'm sure Lainey will correct me, but they have other arguments where they'll say like, well, we know where the Holy Spirit is. We don't know where he's not, though. It's like really,
that's so slippery.
It's very slippery.
Can we talk about something a little bit? It's obviously related because it's God-centric. This weekend, we went to the church that I regularly make fun of. And this is the thing, is like, if you do something gay and retarded, I'm going to make fun of it.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that video. No, go ahead. I mean,
so even myself, if I do something gay and retarded, I'm going to make fun of that too. What are you going to show me? What's going on here? What is that?
That's your church on Sunday.
We don't dance on the podiums.
You do exactly.
We have a little bit more respect for it than
well,
that. We actually didn't do
the whole church is wilding out.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Thing about the Eastern Orthodox Church. I'll just read it. Their theological position: extra ecclesiam nulla salus. Outside the church, there is no salvation. It's similar to.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, do they mean that?
Catholics also believe this.
What?
This is just what they believe. But then when pressed on it, when debate raped back on it, then their position will soften.
I don't think it's debate rape for them. It's very consensual.
They'll say things like, well, the church really does hold the final say, but there might be some ways that God can work that's outside of this building. This is kind of like where they'll go. And this is, I know, this is the admission. So it's like, okay, fine. That's all good. But now I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, is salvation available there? Because I know for sure that it's available everywhere. Anybody who calls on Jesus' name, the sacrifice was so immense, you can do it in a bathroom at the Standard.
Yeah.
And get salvation.
And you can get baptized in a fucking puddle.
Well, I don't think it's rocket science. If they're saying you must come through our church for salvation, the scripture is clear. You must go through Jesus for salvation.
Right.
So that would be one place where it's not accessible.
My question is, and I'm really asking this, and it's not to be offensive to Orthodox people, although I don't give a fuck. Is salvation even attainable through that church? That's what I'm asking.
Through the Orthodox Church.
Yeah, they believe that it's not attainable anywhere else. I'm saying I don't think it's attainable in there specifically, because what you produce is shit.
I don't know their position enough to speak on it, but if their position is you must go through us to get salvation, then there is no salvation in that institution.
Right, but then
you must go through Christ.
We'd also be limiting the power of Jesus Christ. and God operating wherever he sees fit. So
Right.
But he's
Do
already
people-
placed those limits. You must go through. No man comes to the Father but by me. That's very clear by Jesus. Like it's very clear.
Is he there? Is he there in some form or fashion?
I don't
though
know,
it's
but if he's there watching and they're saying you must go through our man-made institution, he doesn't care if he's there or not. Yeah, he's watching.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
fair. He's-
everybody has a different walk. You walk through Gnosticism and a conspiracy. You walk through drugs, and I walk through being kicked out of a church. And through these ways, in a way, we find Christ again, and we find what was actually trying to be told to us probably our entire life.
Mhm.
I have a hard time believing that they're finding this at all, because what this produces is a bunch of retarded faggots that just want to argue. And it's
Yeah.
like every single one of them are exactly the same. And then they go, well, this is the online sect of us.
Well,
I'm
I'm
like,
sure there's
hold
precedents.
on, Matt. And it's not just the online sect of you. This is everybody. I know. And again, oh, what are you, just online? What are you, just a podcaster? No, we're in a fucking very public place. So people walk in and out of here. And some of the worst people that have walked in and out of here has been a guy with a cape and somebody that I previously knew that is now Orthodox. They suck. Does Jay Dyer suck? I don't think so. I think he sucks because he's Orthodox. I think that the Christian Orthodoxy in that specific church breeds this bullshit. So it's not the other way around. A lot of people go, oh, Jay Dyer is paid to make Orthodoxy look stupid. No. Orthodoxy has made him look like an asshole because of the positions that he has to defend, because of what he says and what he does and how he acts. Now let's talk about how I met Jay Dyer.
Well, it does bring up an intriguing question.
How I met your faggot mother. We invited him on the show, and this is a story that I'll tell. We have Alex Soren coming on next week, but I'll tell him also because he's probably not going to watch this. We invited Jay Dyer on because this is an interview show where we invite and talk to people that say interesting things, and he's written a couple of books about occult Hollywood, and he has a good grasp on conspiracy, and this was a very conspiratorial show when it started. So that's why you'd invited Jay Dyer. Well, about a week before him coming on, he goes, I'm following up and I'm going, hey, man, making sure you're still good. And he goes, wait, who is this? And I go, well, this is TopLobsta. You see by the name.
Yeah.
It's always been the same guy. I haven't even changed my profile picture.
Yeah.
And you said that you would, you actually signed up for the Calendly.
Yeah.
And we're good. I'm just making sure.
Just double checking.
And I very rarely do this. But like something was like, hey, double check with this faggot. So I go, okay. And he goes, I thought you were XG from the co-host from Tinfoil Hat. And I was like, funny if you meant it as a joke, but you're not funny. So I was like, all right, no, I'm not.
Well, from the outside, even if it was a mistake on his behalf, like he genuinely thought that, that's actually very funny from the outside looking in.
It would have been funny if it's like, but again, like the intention is this, are you joking? No, you're not joking.
Right.
So I go, no. I've been TopLobsta for years and years, since I've been fucking born. So anyway, you're going to come on the show. What are we going to talk about? Let's lay out. And he goes, what do you want to, like, do you want to debate? Let's debate. And I'm like, you're a faggot. I invited you here for a civil conversation.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it turned into a debate. It was
Yeah,
weird.
you challenged me to a debate after you accepted my invitation. Then you realized that I wasn't tied into Sam Tripoli the way that you like because you're a star sucker. And then
Now it's
you go,
debate me,
now
bro.
I'd like to debate you. And
It's
I
like,
go,
and there's never any premise.
and I go,
There's
well,
no-
yeah, I'll debate you, but what are we gonna? What are we
What
arguing?
What was the debate about?
There was
no reason.
There was no debate.
I have no disagreement. I know at this point, I know
Wow.
zero about the Orthodox Church, except for a couple of my friends have embraced Orthodoxy after coming out of just straight up political corruption or like political stupidity, the Libertarian Party. So I go, hey, that seems like I don't know what they're doing over there, but it seems good if they're taking these people out of this faggot system, which is the Libertarian Party, and they're putting them and they're introducing them to Jesus. I'm like, yeah, that okay, I guess, like, from the outside looking in, okay, fine. But I still know nothing about Orthodoxy. So I'm like, well, debate about what, Jay? Like, I don't know you. We haven't had
That's
any
actually what
interaction.
we said. Because all I knew of Jay at the time was like the conspiracy stuff. And I was like, I think I probably agree with you on
most
like what are we
things.
debating? But it's so weird that something didn't go the way it's not even a reasonable person's response. If you went, oh, you're not who I thought you were, a reasonable response is, oh shit, dude, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. You know what? Yeah.
A
now
reasonable
that you got me here,
response
let's do
is
something together.
Once I don't know who you are and I'm like, I've made a mistake, I would have been like, oh, I actually can't make it. Like, you make an excuse or something.
At least make a fucking excuse.
It's just bizarre.
Instead, he goes, you fucking debate me.
Yeah, and we're like,
what?
No, I'm not going to debate you because I don't even know what we're talking about here.
Very strange.
Very strange. But this is the attitude of the entire Orthodox Church, of every single person in the Orthodox Church. It's what they produce.
This is something that I wasn't positive of until you started getting in the trenches. And then what I saw overwhelmingly from all the ortho bros was some version of the words, do you want to debate this?
Soft petitioning to debate.
And I was like, that's an actually bizarre phenomenon.
Somebody actually said, they know nothing about me, but they're like, you don't even know what worship is. And I'm like, do
you want to debate it?
Do you want to debate? Like, dog, like this is like,
not get that started.
I know. I'm like, I've been studying this for 3 months.
Well,
more
what
than
is
that.
this? There's just this bizarre thing. I don't find any context in the scripture for saying, let's go around and debate people and prove to them that Jesus is the right way.
There's context in this. There's
like,
context in the scripture for saying that you should not be a debater.
Yeah, you should live this, and that's where people would know that you're a Christian is because of the way you're living, not because you can win a debate. But furthermore, on the debate thing, like the dude Jay, I don't know him, but from what I understand, he like learned debate. Like he went to debate school or like was on the debate team. I guess there's I guess there's stuff like that. Like a normal kid plays baseball or soccer, but you can also be on like the debate team. And so you learn to debate, and it doesn't even matter because, like, to your point, what are we debating? It doesn't sound like for people that do that, they don't care. They can debate any topic and win on any topic, including proving that you have to be in some man-made institution for salvation.
Well,
Cherry Bear debating.
Cherry Bear actually brings up a good point.
Cherry,
we'll read the chats later. Nancy will read them, but he goes, "Let's debate is a nerd queer way of coping. Like, I'll kick your ass." And
it's very similar, yeah.
So that's why, like, when in response to, I don't know the guy Alex Soren, but he'll be on and we'll talk to him. And I told him I'm not going to debate you because that's like having gay sex with a man. But
right.
I'm like, hey, how about this? He goes, let's debate. And I go, how about this? There's an event on the 8th of August. Why don't you drive to Florida and I'll call you a faggot to your face and then I'll do whatever I feel like after.
Can I ask this?
And he goes, oh, bro, like, you're insulting. Like,
Can I ask this before we jump to the next thing?
Yeah.
Do you think that like people like that are drawn to Orthodox, or do you think when they get in Orthodox, they're turned into that?
I don't know. And is it the chicken or the egg? But what I do know is that disaffected right-wing political pundit types that bought hook, line, and sinker a lot of these narratives, not necessarily QAnon, maybe some QAnon, but more like hardline mainstream political narratives. And also a certain right-wing sect of libertarianism have flocked over to Orthodoxy. And
also so have racists, which is based, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's a completely separate thing.
And they became popular with the hating the Jews thing at the right time.
Which they're
correct.
Whatever. I'm
more
not taking
so about
sides on
hating
that.
Browns.
Just saying that's part of it.
It is also like they're calling me Jew. Somebody responded. Somebody responded because I said the artwork was shit of it was the artwork of Mary holding baby Jesus, which I showed you. It's like this garbage depictions of this. And I go, this sucks. Like, this is bad. And they go, you're a fucking Jew. And I was like, Jesus is a Jew.
I thought you were when I first met you.
It doesn't matter though. But it's like, you hate the Jews so much. I'm like, well, are you even Christian at this point? What are you doing?
Right.
Are you trying to spread the gospel, or are you just trying to argue for a fucking tax-free church? What is happening here?
Yeah.
And then when poked and provoked a little bit, it's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
Well, now, when poked or provoked a little bit, it turns into you're blaspheming and you're demonic, which is crazy.
It's either you're blaspheming and a demoniac, or you're a nigger. So it's a couple of these things, which means that you've just lost the argument because you know that there's no standing for what you're doing.
I just don't. It's like where I come from. Like I said, if something has holes in it, I'm going to make fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's my church,
got a lot of fucking holes, baby.
If that's my church that I just fucking attended this Sunday, if it's me, if it's my own show.
Look at this. He follows, Laney follows Alex Soren. He's a lawyer and he just left Pentecostalism.
It's so crazy.
Who's that? The guy you're talking about that's an ortho?
They're whatever. Who cares?
They're just changing sides and arguing for their sides.
They figured it out.
But that's my thing. Is like, if you make fun of, because all they do is, rip the shit out of Protestants. And it doesn't move me. I don't care at all.
Yeah.
I make fun of my own church. But if I come over and I make fun of, your bad artwork or something like that, and you go blasphemer and demon.
Oh yeah, they called me.
That's crazy.
Man,
that's crazy. So you can't criticize.
No, so why would you take any of that serious? I guess that's where I'm at. It's like, why are we taking any of that like serious?
I don't take it seriously at all, and
Okay.
I don't even really care. But what I don't even again. I made the
We're
point
just
that
trying to make content.
I don't care what I don't care what you do. But at this point now I've got my claws in you, and now I kind of want to fucking kill you because you've made me come this far. And I go, all right, might as well. Like, I've already got my hands around your throat. I might as well just keep squeezing.
If you want to debate rape, we're gonna have sex with you. The unconsensual.
I don't know. You guys should ask around, or at least look around the dead bodies, and see if you want to continue doing this.
That he's had sex with to death.
Craig's mom.
Oh,
shout out Craig's
stinky.
mom. It's just this to me. David gets mad about the Gnostics and the New Agers.
Yeah.
I get a little bit upset about this because I'm looking at a really good opportunity to spread the word of God, to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I'm watching people do it, but then pour the glory onto themselves and onto a building. And I've got no respect for denominations. Like, you talk about Pentecostal churches, you talk about Protestant churches all day long. I don't care. I go to one. I don't care.
So here's
this is not
check this out.
This rolls right off of me.
This dude's like, Owen is doing blaspheming. So your example of who you're sticking up for is
Owen doesn't claim to be a Christian. I think that matters.
That doesn't even matter, because if you look into the Bible, like what we're supposed to do when people blaspheme, I was looking it up the other day. I believe it's in Peter, and it says something to the extent of like, number one, we're not supposed to get offended on behalf of God. We're supposed to be patient, and we're supposed to speak truth. Right. So it's like you extinguish whatever their objections are. And we were talking about this on the phone the other day, because it's like we live in a fallen world. Of course, people are going to have all sorts of problems with all sorts of concepts that are biblical. And we're not just supposed to go, this guy's a fucking faggot, I'm not talking to him anymore, and then run away. We're supposed to unpack it. So Jay has this opportunity to be on this show, speak potentially to hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of viewers, and unpack the Trinity in this really thoughtful way where people would be educated and come to understand it in a deeper way. But instead, it's just like, this guy's a blasphemer, shun him.
Not just that. Jay had an opportunity to go on Tucker Carlson and preach the gospel, and he didn't. He preached the Orthodox Church, which is fucking trash. And on top of that, when we're talking about what we're doing here, if we are Christians, what we're doing is all I'm trying to do is tell you about Jesus Christ, and hopefully you can take that and move on with that and then grow in your walk. I can't change that. But if you're going to push people away, and you're going to push force multipliers away, not just a regular dude, you're going to push an Owen Benjamin away. Like, oh, you blasphemed the Trinity. You debated him on the Trinity. This is a complex subject that people don't understand. And all you did was corner somebody and say, you believe like how I believe. And now guess what? He's better at persuasion than you are, because, well, one of you has diarrhea, the other one can't open a pickle jar, and the other guy does shitty drawings of pizza art. You're fucking nobodies. You push somebody that's extremely persuasive away, and then on top of that, you continue to cry that he's blaspheming, that he's disrespect. You did that. Take responsibility. What you're doing here is actually counterproductive. But then they'll sit on their fucking little holy sepulcher and point at everybody else and say that, no, what you're doing is counterproductive. Look at the Protestantism. Look at this. Oh my. Shut the fuck up, man. We're not called here to do that. You're called here to point at God. That's it. None of this other bullshit that you continue to add on to religion. Yeah. I mean, well, I guess that's what it is. It's just religion. It's just religion. It's just debate. It's not a way of life. You guys have zero relationship with a living God. This is why I say, can you find this in the Orthodox Church? I don't think so. I haven't met one fucking person in there that I looked at them and go, hey, man, that guy is living in a living relationship with God. Absolutely not. You're not aimed at God. That's sin. That is sin.
You know,
fuck you.
This moment that I had in the church that I make fun of, and this is kind of, you know, the root of one of my issues with the whole Orthodox thing is, if you can't poke fun at the shit that they're doing wrong without them crumbling and calling you demonic and all this other shit, then I see a real problem with that. The church that I go to, which is a Protestant church, right? It's Pentecostal, which they make fun of constantly, which I make fun of constantly on this show. I make fun of that church. It was very clear once again that God was in that church speaking through that missions guy. In fact, after the however long the songs took.
Wait up, so you mean he wasn't at the Orthodox church?
Well, I don't know. He's omnipresent. I guess he could be a couple of places at once.
It's weird.
But I actually said to you, I got up and I left when the missions guy started preaching. Mm-hmm. I said something snide and arrogant like, I don't want to fucking listen to this. And I got up and went to go take a piss. I came back and that dude was talking directly about the situation we were talking to James about. So we had James Williams from Dark Waters on, and so much of the fucking, my favorite black guy, my favorite guy, period, right? Not just black guy. But I was talking to him about obedience to God, you know, trying to hear God's voice, and then coming to the stark realization that God had called me to do a thing and that I had not done it. I had been disobedient, or that God had been speaking and I hadn't been listening. And I talked to James privately after that a great deal more on the topic. And then I actually cut out time in my day to try to do this thing that I thought that God was telling me to do. So that's what happened Saturday. And then Sunday I sit down and the whole fucking sermon from the missionary is about God calling you to do a thing and you not hearing it. And that thing doesn't just go away. God doesn't just tell you to do something and then retract it when you don't do it. That thing is still on you. That calling is still on you. You're still supposed to do that job. There's no expiration date on it. If God calls you to do something when you're fucking 20 and you still haven't done it at 50 years old, there's no expiration date on it. You still got to get up and go do that thing. And like the whole sermon was catered to almost, not almost, it was exactly what I was going through. That's the case so often when we go to that church. And I don't think that it's special to our church. And I guess this is a question for the Orthodox church. I personally think that God will use whatever it is. So if it's dudes singing a song that you think is cringy for 15 fucking minutes, and then making you repeat a bunch of goofy ass phrases, and then making you get up and say hello to your neighbor for 60 seconds, that literally makes me want to die when he does that. And then right after that, God still talks. So like, yeah, man, as far as the Orthodox church goes.
Now, I'm just saying, like, imagine being a part of this system and saying, no, absolutely not. That's not the case. You're an idiot. It only functions here in this very boring liturgy, crazy. In these gold walls with all of our iconography around it, which are fucking garbage. It's garbage too. I'm just like, I mean, now that I'm looking at you guys, now I have the microscope out even more. Before I didn't want to look. I was like very happy with you doing what you're doing. But the more I look, the more I'm like, yeah, it's just Catholicism. You're not even doing Catholicism as good as Catholics. You guys fucking suck. You could have had the Vatican, but your art was so bad that people left the church. Draw fingers correctly. It's fairly simple. The Vatican? It's yeah, to be honest, it's probably why. It comes down to the artwork. It comes down to persuasion. You guys wanted to debate people into being gay like you, and they were like, yeah, I'm not gay like you.
It's a similar conversation that we had with Matt in the early days of this. Parker Morris says every church is corrupt. Every church still has God. And you know, Matt would say early on in our kind of, I don't know, getting together, friendship, whatever this is, whatever this thing is.
Friendship. You see how scared he was to say friendship, and that's really what I wanted to get at. That's hilarious. Called me all weekend to hang out. He wasn't going to tell everybody that, was he?
I mean, you don't call me to hang out. So, but you used to say that it's a dead system, and Top would defend it, and I was kind of like not too sure because I'm new to the whole thing. But Top would say that God still operates through it. And then eventually you'd come around and you would say, yeah, there's still real ones in the system, but the system itself is dead. I think that's more than likely the case of all of the churches, to Parker Morris's point. But it does seem that
I don't think God operates in a place that has designated itself in the place of God, specifically saying, so that goes for the Catholic Church as well, and any other denomination that's saying salvation is held by me. You have to come through me to get this, and also $700, which is, that's been a misconception, right? It's been debunked. No, it hasn't. No,
Well,
it
I think
hasn't.
that God operates not on an institutional basis, but on an individual basis. We're called to have an individual relationship with God. I think that more than likely God is still moving through the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'm just saying now, I've revised my position on the Orthodox Church because I've received a number of messages from people going like, hey man, I've been seeing what you're saying about these guys and I've been doing research on them and looking at them. I was actually thinking about going there, but after seeing what you said, I don't want to go there. And I go, I
You're
think you should.
considering going to Orthodox Church?
Me?
No, not him.
No, somebody else,
Somebody,
other
yeah.
people. And I go, I think you should still go there. I think God exists in those walls. Maybe you should go. But now after the experiences that I've had with a lot of the people and just looking into this fucking garbage system, I tell people like, yo, don't go. I don't think God is there, man. I think like it's like going to the temple of Satan. Don't go in there. This is a complete blasphemy of God, of what exists. Man, it just don't go.
Well, we
Just don't
haven't
go.
even unpacked what happened. So the last thing we kind of mentioned to the audience in the timeline was that there was supposed to be this debate between Owen Benjamin and Jay Dyer, and it was on the cusp of being set up. And then Owen posted this image. I don't know if you have the image. Oh, you do have the image. You want to just put? Am I mistaken in my understanding? I'm trying to really grasp why this thing didn't go through.
Well, this actually
It's because of
it's
this
funny.
image?
Leading up to this, you had said, "Oh man, Jay Dyer like unfollowed me." This was like before the Owen.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Really?" And so like, I looked at my Twitter. And I was like, "Oh yeah, me too." I was like, "Oh okay, I see."
You're
It's just
fighting the Orthodox.
yeah, well, not
thing
fighting
and
them,
they're-
but from what I've said a month ago.
Yeah.
To his boyfriend Jim Bob, I was like, "Yeah, well, this is exactly what I think about it." And you're not going to
That
debate
dude, Jim
me.
Bob, by the way, super fucking sketchy. Like, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to call super crazy shit on people, right? Like, and it's a super crazy thing that I'm calling on Jim Bob. But that
I'm going to take the example of the vocal minority. That is online orthodoxy as evidence for the entire church because I've met you guys in real life, and actually, I kind of know you off of. Not off the internet, but like on a separate basis. And you suck too, Xerox.
No, Xerox would never.
What? I thought Xerox was okay, man.
No,
No, you fucking suck. This is what I'm saying. And I know you before you were Orthodox too.
Oh,
So
he used to be
something-
chill, and then
Xerox was always Orthodox, wasn't he? He has the little cartoon character.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
So we're done with that. Again, I pressure tested this and it's sort of proven whatever.
look, he
what's
says I love
ILY
you.
mean?
It means
Man,
I love
don't
you.
know. Get the fuck out of my chat, dog.
No, Xerox wants to like get back in good graces. Dude.
So
No.
What?
No.
can you pull this image up? Because this is what
Yeah.
the whole thing fell apart over. And this is what I don't understand. And I could be wrong in my understanding that this is why it didn't go through. But Owen Benjamin posted this picture. This is artwork from one of the people in his community. And it's Jay Dyer. And I what's he called? The Saint Diarrhea or something like that. And it's got like the neon.
Well, this is also so Jay again invited Owen to a debate over nothing. There's no premise. I guess like debate whatever. And
They
Owen
hadn't
says,
determined. Yeah, it was like this crazy idea where we were going to debate
Yeah.
and then figure out what we were going to debate
just
later
call
on.
somebody
Just
out
fucking-
and debate. So he goes, "Oh, I'll debate you, whatever." And Owen goes, "Yeah, I'll pick whatever you want. I'll pick the opposite side of it." So he goes, "Okay, fine." And then he goes, Jay says, "Well, let's just make this a roast battle because I guess Jay Dyer thinks he's a comedian of some type." So Owen goes, "Okay, fine. We'll make it a roast." And then he starts to just preemptively roast him, and he quits.
Yeah, well, they had agreed to that. I saw Jay post. He was like, maybe we should do a roast.
It's never been an agreement. It was always Jay saying, "Let's debate," and Owen saying, "Hey, whatever." And he goes, "Let's do this," and Owen going, "Fine, name the place."
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Let's make this a roast," and he goes, "Even better."
So Owen posts this, and then effectively Jay says, "Hey, he's blaspheming against my religion, which I take very seriously, so I'm not doing this."
But who does artwork like that and takes themselves seriously? Like take all the poop out of it and the head and the plunger and the toilet paper. Like that's their artwork anyway, is like that. Like,
Yeah.
who's saying that's representative of Christ or anything in the kingdom of God? Like artwork like that.
It's not even representative of a human being, of the human form. But I don't know.
The shape is weird. The whole vibe is weird, dude. That's what I'm saying. That music from the beginning. How dare you?
I think it's meant
like
to
that
demoralize.
picture, it's all the same vibe.
This is meant to demoralize the viewer. Simple as that. God's creation is beautiful. Human beings are God's ultimate creation.
Why do they mangle this artwork like this?
Why do they mangle corporate art? I don't know. I'm
would
really
almost
trying
say
to think about it.
That I'd be interested in knowing why, except then you would have to try to understand the long and convoluted history of why this artwork is relevant to the Orthodox Church, and that sounds like I'd rather fucking kill myself. So after this happens, they go their separate ways. The debate falls apart. Owen's accused of blaspheming. What I don't understand is long before this image was being toted about on the internet, Owen was doing his jokes about the homosexual relationship that is the Holy Trinity. And that wasn't enough to deter Jay. Jay was still, because that's a long running bit with Owen. So that was okay. But that image somehow is too far.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's not. It's just cowardice. You've called somebody out to a debate, then you called them out to a roast.
Am I representing that the right way? Like, is that really the sequence of events that happened?
Yes, but it doesn't make any sense as you're saying it, right? Because as you're saying that, you're saying this is not logical.
I mean, he was already saying wild shit about the Trinity.
And this is kind of why I jumped in too. It's like, it's crazy. Al Pouch ended up being like, messaging me like, hey, we're trying to, fund this debate. Like, let's get this thing going. And I was calling Jay's bullshit immediately. Once he started this shit with Owen, I saw he's like, Owen's been running from me for forever. And I'm like, hold on a sec. I'll go back to our old DMs when I invited you to Bohemian Grove the last time in Leesburg. And you said, no, you wouldn't be anywhere near Owen for whatever reasons. And then it seemed like you were scared. So I go, when he challenged him to a debate, I go, hey, very convenient. Owen's going to be in Florida next week.
Oh, yeah. It would have been great.
So will you, and so will Josie. And we've got a lot of space, and we've got a lot of microphones. You might as well do it to his face.
And honestly, I think that my hope for that, and my just understanding of people, is that would have turned out really well.
Leave that guy in, dude. The chat's going to roast him.
That these guys would have actually buried the hatchet and been cool. And because I just think meeting in person and doing shit like that has a way of dispelling.
If you're not a faggot, this is what I'm saying. Like the prerequisite to what you're talking about is being a man. That's it. But if you're a man, you don't do all this gay debate shit. You don't become a member of the Orthodox Church. This is what more and more. This is what it's seeming like to me. So I'm just adding things up and putting together similarities.
Yeah, what does that even mean? I'm so right. I'm so positive that I'm right that I have to go around convincing others that I'm right. It's weird. It's a very bizarre culture, and it certainly doesn't have to do with Christianity.
And here's the thing too. Here's the fair part on this side for the ortho retards. There's a lot of Protestants doing this too. I'm watching a guy named God Logic just debating Muslims.
Oh yeah. Somebody said God Logic is like a cool one.
Yeah,
I've never seen
it. It's not cool. I go into my mom's house and she's watching this guy, and all he's doing is debating Muslims, and it's the same shit over and over. The Quran is fake. Like, yeah, dog. All right, fine. Spread the word of Jesus Christ
with your life.
With your life. You're sitting in your room debating sand people. Whatever, dude.
But it just brings up this thing is like, why is everybody so like, why does there have to be a Sunday show? Like, how did it become like, yeah, you have to pick one of these groups to belong to. And then all of the debating just ends up around like, you picked the wrong group to belong to.
At least in the Sunday show, though, man. I know you hate the Sunday show, but at least in the Sunday show, they're talking about Jesus Christ. In a debate, you'd be hard pressed to even hear the name Jesus Christ. Fair point. Depending on the topic. I mean, Timothy Alberino just went on Joe Rogan, said Jesus twice, and not in context of the gospel. The biggest platform in the world. It's disgusting.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I haven't watched it. I can't watch it though.
I'm not going to watch it.
I can't watch it.
I ran the transcript.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what happened. So I mean, listen, maybe he slipped it in there once, but I doubt it. Hey, go ahead. Go check. Go check, people.
I got mixed responses on it. People were saying that it was good. People were saying that it sucked.
It's fine. He's going to bring the same information that we know that he's good for. But it's like, again, you have this incredible opportunity on the world's biggest stage, larger than any mainstream platform. And that's your choice. That's your choice. That's fine. But another person who called me a demon. So it's like, well, what are you actually doing? You called me. You called my friend here. We're friends.
Business associate.
Business associate. You call my business associate to tell him that I'm a bad person and not a Christian.
Wait, who did that?
Oh, Alberino.
Daddy.
Yeah. He did. and he did it online to his audience and mine. But I'm just saying, I don't know. What did you do? What did you do when it came down to it? Nothing?
Yeah.
Were you scared that maybe Joe Rogan wouldn't have you back on if you said it? And again, I don't want to be hard on Alberino, but it's just the case with all these guys.
Wait, we just jumped to burning down Alberino too?
No, that's actually a perfect segue
that's
to
just
our
a
next
harsh criticism.
Hard segue. Let's go.
It's a harsh criticism of keeping somebody accountable. This is what the entire episode was about. This is what the entire conversation was about with the guy. And we brought it up. We beat it home. Didn't hear it. And it is what it is, man. And you know who suffers? The world. The world suffers. The people that needed to hear that, they suffer. And that's on you. And you can explain that later on, why you didn't do it. It's not, again, not my problem. But as a podcaster, like we'll often do a thing where it's like, yeah, man, podcasts move quick, especially when you're on a show. It's
sometimes
really
you get
hard.
Lost in the sauce.
Sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Yeah. But you know what the sauce is, though? Why are you even here? You made your bones off of getting here, off of the back of Jesus Christ. And you didn't mention him in the light that we're supposed to. So first and foremost, that's what should be done. Find a creative way. If you're that good, if you're good enough to get on Joe Rogan, you're good enough to sway the conversation any way you want. Otherwise, don't go on that platform. That goes for Tucker Carlson as well. You do whatever. If you're at that level, if you claim to be, and you take that opportunity, then there's no excuse that you couldn't have steered the conversation to the most important thing in the world.
Well, I mean, I know it's your,
and you didn't do it on purpose.
If I'm going on there, that's my number one goal. If I get off without doing that, I'm fucking devastated. I'm devastated and I'm embarrassed. By the way, I want to shout out
should be
Tinfoil Tiara. Can we go to the full screen? Thank you very much for the What the Shell neon turtle sign that came from Tinfoil Tiara.
My wife is very distraught about this.
Is she really?
Yeah. All right, let's make the show a little bit lighter.
All right. I thought that was a lot of fun and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you very much, Tinfoil Tiara.
I might cancel that show with that guy. I said what I had to say.
It sounds gay and boring.
It is going to be gay and boring. I listen to him,
bro. Like,
it's not going to be a debate, but it's just like I listened to his voice for a couple of seconds, and I'm just like, oh, God, what did I sign up for? Man?
Yeah. He looks like
if somebody's
fat me.
Convinced ortho is the way. Like, what do you mean you're going to talk to him and explain to him how it's not? Like, it's just
it's a fool's errand. Like I said, I listened to fucking Joe Rogan talk about for 7 hours.
I'm not going to explain to him that it's not, and I think he thinks he's going to explain to me why. The worship or the veneration of icons is actually biblical and good. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you guys do. All I'm saying is that the artwork is objectively bad.
Well, let's go for the transition. Let's go.
I'm brown.
You are brown. So thank you, Tinfoil. So I had a chance to finally watch Disclosure Day.
Oh yeah.
And by had a chance, I mean I paid fucking $20 to watch Disclosure Day. So I should have illegally streamed it. I got suckered.
Matt, we do onesies and twosies here, like $5 here and there.
20 is a lot.
Yeah. And honestly, I should have paid $24. And then I would have had it, and we could have watched it and reviewed it. Would have been smart. But
$4.
Can you read the note from Tinfoil Tiara?
Did a note come with it? Yeah, actually.
Can you read that?
Is it in my pocket?
I think you threw it at Matt, or did you fold it up here?
Is that it? Hold on.
No. It just says a Muslim name on it.
It's just a Muslim name.
Look at you trying to find all your stuff.
Where's that note at?
What did it say?
I mean, was there a box that it came in?
No, I had the note. I definitely had the note. I don't know. Is it under your Bible?
That's highly unlikely.
Imagine.
That's highly unlikely. You sound like a debate pro.
Right.
You really do.
I don't know where it is. We'll try to find it. It's here somewhere. Tinfoil. But so I went and I watched Disclosure Day, and immediately I felt like I had to go and take notes. Is it on the floor over there? I don't think so. No, it's fine. It'll turn up. When it turns up,
this is the Caribbean cruise.
It'll be too late. Why would we get invited to a Caribbean cruise?
I don't know, Matt. What are you doing here? Weird stuff.
Hey, don't touch my stuff anymore. Stop that.
Okay, get into the next thing. Let's get off this ortho thing.
So, like I said, I took some notes, and I kind of wanted to break it down a little bit. And I wish that Matt would have seen it because he's not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. Buck Johnson would be a better conversation about ortho. Buck Johnson crushes.
I like Buck Johnson.
That's somebody that ortho that you like, and Buck Johnson crushes.
Somebody that we had on, and I
love that dude.
Go back and watch that. It's like episode 15. I like Buck Johnson, but when we did ask him about orthodoxy, he says I'm not like qualified to explain it to you. I don't know what the fuck that means.
What a fair response, though.
What do you mean a fair response? I'm not qualified to explain the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yes, that's what happened. Because I said, all right, you're Orthodox. You're
Orthodox. Oh, you asked him to explain the gospel?
Watch the episode. I remember what I said. I didn't ask him to explain the gospel. I said, explain what this is about. Very secretive.
Okay, well, that's different. I mean, look, if a dude becomes Orthodox And then,
and
if
doesn't
you
know
ask
enough
me-
about it.
Yeah,
but
if you ask me like explain Pentecostal, but like that's a church that I go to. I don't know enough. I still have so much to learn before I could explain to you what the principles of the
that's
Pentecostal
fair.
church.
That's fair. I
You know what I
shouldn't have
mean?
said that.
I think that guy
but-
fucking crushes.
But we have a Bible.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
there's,
I'm
there's
saying.
all this nonsense. There's all this arguing about all this stuff, and these guys did this in 300, and these guys did this in 1800. Like, we have a Bible. Let's go back to that.
So
I'll address this also one more time. Bottom Lobster, which is also very creative.
he did it. He said the thing.
I know. God, if I had a nickel for every time some fucking asshole said bottom lobster, I wouldn't have to do.
You really set yourself up
show.
for that one.
So exact words on camera. I know nothing about Orthodoxy and nothing about the church. I don't give a fuck about your history. And the more that I learn about your church, the more I hate it, because the more antichrist it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That we have a Bible. Like, he says nothing about Orthodoxy, nothing about church
They'll
history.
say something like, "Who gave
Never
you the
been to an
Bible?"
Orthodox church.
And it's like, yeah, well,
Well,
fucking
then
guys.
you're really getting into something. if
Oh,
you're
we should
saying
have a
it's someone
bottom
other
lobster
than the
tier
Holy
on
Spirit.
Patreon.
No, that's what they think. They think that their fathers gave you, their church fathers gave you the Bible, and that they wrote it. And I said, God gave us the Bible. It's written by men, inspired by God. And they go, you must be Muslim. And I go, man, if I had a fucking garbage pail big enough, I'd fill it with water and put all you in it.
Okay, do the thing with the aliens, bro. Let's
Let's
go.
do the aliens. I'm
Okay,
getting upset
fine.
again.
Maybe we have an image from this. See if you can find it. So in the beginning of Disclosure Day, the first thing that they open up with, which I thought was weird because it seems like it's alluding to all of these conspiracies that suggest a big disaster that takes place at a sporting event. So you get that in like the Dark Knight Rises or what the hell ever, but like over and over again, there's this idea that something big is going to happen at a sporting event. And because of those theories, I remember thinking as we were leading up to the UFC event at the White House, and then afterwards the World Cup, that which we actually have that content that we used last time. We can get into that a little bit. That we were going to have disclosure happen on one of those events if it was going to happen at all. And so sure enough, they play off of that. It's like a wrestling event, which is interesting because I do think wrestling kind of plays into the bigger conspiracy of things. Donald Trump being inspired by Vince McMahon and everything that he's done with the WWE and how much all of politics is fucking kayfabe now and it plays like a script. So everybody at this event in the beginning of Disclosure Day has this red hat on. It's like a red USA hat. They're playing off of like this MAGA thing, which is interesting. But the whole thing has undertones of specifically Project Monarch, which is an offshoot of MK Ultra. So MK Ultra, I'm explaining this to Matt so he can track. MK Ultra is mind control and programming based off of trauma and disassociation. So you traumatize an individual, cause them to disassociate, and that gives you the ability to either program them or, do a number of different things, but we'll stick with that for now. Project Monarch.
Hey, royalty in the chat. What's up?
Biocharisma. Hey, what's up, Topher? What the hell is this thing called? Project Monarch. You could kind of understand that as like the celebrity wing of the operation. So now that you can brainwash people, wouldn't it be advantageous to brainwash and create celebrities who could then control the masses, right?
Brilliant.
And it's named Project Monarch. The logo would be a butterfly representing the two hemispheres of the brain. The idea with mind control is to disassociate, break somebody right down the middle, so that you'll have not just, two personalities is great, but I think they try to fracture you into.
It's how many times you could split it. Yeah.
But the butterfly is great because it's got the two separate wings. That's kind of what they're showing there.
And there's also this idea of like hemi-syncing. Like if you could sync the hemispheres of the brain, you can access different things like fucking astral projection and remote viewing and shit like that, psychic powers. So, but Top's right. The symbol is the butterfly. And the reason we said that hemi-sync thing is because you can kind of imagine if you look at a brain and it's got the left side and the right side, and you look at a butterfly, it's got the left wing and the right wing. So it's also responsible, allegedly, this is the conspiracy, for every time you see like a Katy Perry like have a meltdown on stage where all of a sudden her eyes twitching and she's frozen and she's acting like a robot, or, Britney Spears has a manic breakdown, somebody's on camera and they just start speaking gibberish. There's like these slip moments that happen. And so when they introduce the main character, this reporter chick, this weather woman, which I was trying my ass off. Her name is Margaret Fairchild. And I'm like, there's got to be something there, but I'm not smart enough to find whatever it was. When they introduce her, the very first thing they show you is wallpaper, and it's covered in butterflies. So you have this MK Ultra sort of, Project Monarch symbolism right away. And then it shows you her, and what she does almost immediately afterwards is get on stage and have like a public meltdown, where she's spazzing out, just like I said with the Project Monarch.
The chick in the movie does this?
Yeah.
And
so
she's a famous chick in the movie, or no?
it's the famous scene from the trailer where she like starts spazzing out and speaking in different clicks and everything else like that.
Yeah, she's speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
But in the movie, she is a famous person.
She's a weather woman. Yeah.
Got it.
Weather woman. So immediately you start to get like this sense of Project Monarch or whatever. In the first couple of minutes, the first 5 minutes, they immediately mention that some of the files that they're recovering from that guy, by the way, like there's a dude in the film who it starts off, he's doing an exchange with an intelligence agency. He's got files to give them, and they're going to give him back the girl that he loves because they've kidnapped her, because you could just do deals with the fucking CIA. And
I'm sorry, I just want to address this really quick. Because fuck these guys. It's like this guy, whatever. This guy's an asshole. I can't explain it to you guys. Your leader doesn't like history. It's not that I don't like history.
Look at his picture, dude. You're going to trust guys that dress
How
like that for
dare
church?
you?
Like, come on, man.
It's,
Like, what are you doing? You're going to argue?
I'm not
like,
joking. It's not that I don't like history. I don't give a fuck about your history, what you're talking about. I care about the Bible, which predates your history. You guys read all the shit that happened after. All the bastardizations that you've made to the church and what was left. That's what you care about. That's what you build upon. That's your tradition. I don't care about that.
Isn't the idea of just like being first is
I don't know. So
by virtue of being early, you're correct?
You've been wrong the longest. Congratulations. I don't know
what
what
is
to tell
the
you.
record of that? Like, what is even the record that like Ortho Church or Catholic Church is first? And who cares? You have the church in the book of Acts. Like, you have the church in the Bible. Like, why would you have to
Well, they wrote the Bible. So stop that.
Okay,
Okay.
can we just keep doing the alien thing? Because
So-
it's just like every time you go back to it, then I'm like, why are we still talking about
Because
it?
these
It's like
guys-
talking to a
I know,
4-year-old.
I know. It's
Like,
just
you're going to get across to him? You're not going to get across to him.
It's a temptation to continually kick their shit in. And it's like it's crazy. It's like no matter how much you kick their fucking teeth in, they're like, debate me still. And I'm just like, all right. I mean, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here, dude?
Debate rape. So what the hell was I talking about now? Oh, from the very beginning, when he gives her the files to get, the woman back in exchange for whatever, immediately they mention like some of these files go all the way back to 1947, because I'm going to need you in a second.
Yeah, stop reading the chat, dude.
The thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, the 1947 mentions were immediate.
Yeah.
It's
Within
kind of
the first
interesting.
5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
What was crazy to me, as far as plot devices go, the main dude, there's like two
His name is
empathetic,
Daniel.
whatever the fuck, like he just keeps outsmarting the fucking CIA.
Mhm.
Like, did you notice that throughout the entire film? He just does like, all right, at one point, he's got to give them the bag, and the bag's got the goods in it. And you give us the bag and you get the girl back,
He
right?
did a little switcheroo or something. Yeah,
He
it's like,
gives
all right,
them the
yeah.
fucking bag, and they all go like, good, give him the girl. And they look in the bag and they go, it's not here. And then he fucking pulls it out of his pocket. And they go, holy shit, everybody stop. No. Don't shoot. Don't do anything. And he's just like, yeah, bitch, I got it. And then he backs all the way into a car and just drives away. And
Yeah.
I go, the fucking most elite shadow agency associated with fucking alien disclosure and all of the tactics and they're just defeated by a dude who has pockets.
Pockets.
He's just got fucking pockets, dude.
Pockets are tricky
Gotcha.
sometimes, dude.
Bro, there's a scene where he's like running away from them, right? All right, he's in a house and all of a sudden, and he thinks he's off the grid and he's hiding. All of a sudden, I'm using the CIA colloquially. I don't really know what the name of the agency was, but he's inside the house, and all of a sudden, they descend upon him.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh shit. He runs out the back door. The front of the house is covered in vehicles and agents. He runs out the back door and dog, no shit, 200 feet away from them, he just sneaks away.
A lot of people had issues with that, but like I don't care. I don't care that much about that.
Dude, he takes their car.
I know.
Instead of just leaving,
This
he
guy's
gets
brilliant.
into their car.
No,
and then instead
it's
of
not a great chase scene.
instead of reversing, he could just reverse because that's behind him,
No,
the car that he
did
steals.
crash into a tree too, or something like that. I don't know. It's very
He
strange.
just gets into a mid-speed, maybe a low-speed even, chase across like fields. So there's like 30 different agent cars chasing him. He could have just do it in reverse. He could have not got in the car. He could have just kept walking even in the opposite direction. The whole thing is the most elite intelligence agency who is like cutthroat. and they're going to kidnap you and they're going to kill you and all this other shit. And they're hiding the world's biggest secret. So like at all cost, this needs to be stopped. He thwarts them in the most retarded of ways over and over and over again. And what I noticed was he's the only person that does that. Like otherwise it doesn't really have too many inconsistencies that you would call like there's no way that would happen, like inconceivable things that somebody managed to pull off and defeat an agency. That doesn't happen except for him. And he does it constantly.
Margaret Fairchild she's using telepathy to tell people their deepest, darkest secrets, and they're
I
turning
kind of
around
thought that
and
was
letting her
fun.
go. It's like whatever. These are plot devices that they have to tell. They have a certain piece of propaganda that they've got to get to, and all the rest of this shit just kind of falls through the cracks. So I'll allow it. Like I understand.
Enjoy the slop when the slop comes.
It's slop. It's slop. So a lot of people are getting caught on that. Discard that. They've got a thing to tell you.
I just thought it was so strange because over and over again, he is just this mastermind who thwarts them, but he doesn't do it in any magnificent way whatsoever.
Don't look at it as strange. Look at it as they have something so important to tell you that
they don't even give a fuck.
They don't even care about these plot inconsistencies because it's very stupid. Yeah, he's like he doesn't even crawl through a field. He's like you can see him walking through, and all the agents, like there's like 100 of them, and they're all looking at the house. Nobody's decided. And I go, okay, fine. But what you're telling me here is that your message you're about to preach to me
is what's actually important.
Than this bullshit. So like, okay, cool. Just
dude, in the beginning, when he's got the special thing that he took out of his pocket, and he's like, I got
don't
you.
Squeeze that.
And now he's backing away, right?
Yeah.
And an agent behind him who has a gun, for whatever reason, lifts her gun and then takes several steps towards him. So what happens is it makes a lot of noise because, when you pull your gun up, it's going to go clickety clack clack.
Yeah,
like for no fucking reason, it just clickety clack clacks. And then all of a sudden he goes, hey, wait, no, don't shoot him. It's like, why did you have a gun? Why do you need to close the distance? You're 15 feet away from him. You're 15 feet away from it. You raise the gun. It's a fucking maraca now. It makes all the noise in the world. And then you run towards him. Just shoot him. You have a gun. Like dude, you watch so many instances of like a combat thing, like a John Wick. I'm not shitting on John Wick because I thought John Wick was great. Not doing that. All right. We're not blaspheming on this show. But what I did notice is that in so many of those action movies where they have guns.
This is actually not true. Top did not want the fog machine. I'm the one that's scared of it. David wanted the fog machine.
I love the fog machine, but apparently it could potentially set off the sprinklers in here.
We don't know. It's just not worth it. It's too much electricity.
This room,
too much stuff in here.
This room is 200 degrees because of all of the lights that we have in here. There's so many different electrical devices.
Thank you, Tinfoil Hat Tiara. It's
that's right.
201 degrees.
This room just became that much more expensive because of Tinfoil Tiara. But people always do that in these action movies where they have guns. Mm-hmm. They're concerned on closing the distance within an arm's length. It's like you have a fucking firearm. It's long range, bitch.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? So, there was a lot of that in the show. I did notice right away, obviously, we get the Catholic Church, which is interesting, and the cardinal symbolism inside the Catholic Church. There's actually a couple things in here I think you're really going to get a kick out of.
What do you mean the cardinal symbol? Like a bird or like the cardinal position?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. So there is a cardinal that shows up repeatedly, and it's associated with the disguise the aliens will put on in order to present themselves.
Well, I think a cardinal historically is supposed to represent when you're about to have some sort of spiritual awakening or be visited by like a spiritual entity.
Yeah.
That's just like the lore behind it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is.
People think they see like dead loved ones when you see a cardinal. Oh, my fucking laptop died.
If you grow mulberries, you're going to have we have cardinals all over the place. It's because we grow mulberries and plums.
Okay, well, that's not.
All right, so you can do it. You can have a spiritual encounter, or you can have a mulberry, but yeah.
Well, that's not the point here. Okay, so we do get, and I thought that was significant because obviously the cardinal relates to the Catholic Church, which becomes relevant because the only sect of religion that seems to be prepared for alien disclosure in some way,
baptizing them,
is the Catholic Church in this film. So I thought that was interesting. So right away, red comes up constantly. She's always wearing a red dress. The cardinal is red, but the real kicker is the car she drives.
Oh, it's red.
I didn't pick up on that.
The car she drives is the fucking Alfa Romero, which is red.
And symbolic for...
So the Alfa Romero is a very unique vehicle in that its logo... Actually, I don't even want to tell you what its logo is. I want to show you what it is. Look up the Alfa Romero's logo and put that shit on screen because you're going to go, what the fuck? And as a plot device, it is right there in your face. It's fantastic, actually. So she's driving a red Alfa Romero throughout the entire. Okay, great. So I can see you've got the image there, right? That's her car, Alfa Romero. Bring up the logo, though. Just bring it up on its own. Alfa Romero logo. So great.
Give me a second.
Alfa Romero sounds like an incredible soccer player.
It does. This is very fun, though. Romero. That is the Fauci family crest. Is it really? So what have you got there? A crowned serpent, a cross, and a man being devoured by the serpent.
And what an odd car to do.
What a fucking insane car to do. Also, it's Spielberg.
Well, that's similar to what you see on the ambulance, though. The snake on the pole.
Well, that's a caduceus, but that's not what's happening here. I mean, you have a crowned serpent.
That's a person.
And it's hard to say, is the serpent crowned? Is the crown just there? Is the crown on the man? It's really hard to say exactly because of the positioning of it.
This is not, I mean, this movie doesn't take place in Europe. This movie takes place in Kansas City, at least where she's at.
Well, I see them in the States. It's not often you see an Alfa Romero.
One of these ever.
Yeah. I saw them in traffic and I was going, what the fuck is that? What is your logo, bro?
So it's an Italian car.
So like I said, cross, you've got a red cross, you've got a serpent with a crown, and the serpent is devouring a man.
They say that? Do they say that in their paperwork that it is a crown and it's devouring a man? Or
I mean, you can see those elements very obviously.
What do they say it is?
I don't think they bother to say much of anything.
That could be.
Oh no, it is. It
Here,
actually
go to the one right there. Pick it up against.
That is a crown. Yeah,
to the right of it. Look at that one.
That one's very obvious. That's a little baby.
So think about that within the context of the
passage
the seed of the woman will crush the head of the serpent, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you have
the dragon
serpent devouring the seed of the woman.
The baby. Yeah, but no, there's a passage in Revelation about that. If you want to pull it up top, I don't know, but it's about the dragon trying to devour the man-child. I think in King James, you just put like the dragon devouring the man-child.
So I find it super, what would you call it, relevant that that's the vehicle she's driving. It's an insane choice.
Revelation 12:4, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
That's what that last one looked like. Is this dragon devouring a child?
That's exactly what it looks like. So good job, Spielberg. Great choice of vehicles. We're starting to get it already. And obviously through the whole thing, you have this divine feminine. I mean, she's the woman in red too, right? The entire time she's the woman in red. Another thing that I noticed is, so
is there symbolism in Little Red Riding Hood then? Or like, what does that go with?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure that there is.
Okay.
So
that's something that you should ask Thomas. Thomas will probably be able to break a lot of this stuff down for you.
I don't think he wants to come back on the show.
Why? I thought he talked to you for 4 hours. I thought it was a banger.
He's ready to come back like next week.
Hell yeah.
He said he's going to read the book of Genesis. Man. No, he said, what's the next show? I said, you read the book of Genesis. What else would it be?
I love that.
He said, yeah, I'm in.
See, that's what's crazy though. Not to rehash the Orthodox thing though, right? It's like,
oh God,
Thomas doesn't believe.
Again with this shit?
Listen. Thomas doesn't believe, and he's got a lot of negative things to say.
He mocks it. And I'm fine with that. He doesn't claim to be a Christian.
You sit down patiently with Thomas, and you still consider him a friend, and you unpack this whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of freaking the fuck out and calling Thomas a blasphemer and kicking him out.
I don't have anything to hide. I have nothing to hide. If you have questions, and I'm also comfortable saying I don't know. I think that's the thing you can't do in debate culture. Like you can't.
Well, you're definitely not allowed to know if you're in a chat. So if you're in a debate. So okay. The other thing that's interesting here, besides her being constantly in red, and you have this woman in red kind of an idea, is
hold on a second, Matt. Do you even care about movie? Like, do you like this stuff?
Well, don't derail me because we're not going back to the Orthodox.
I don't care if he likes or not. I put my own curiosity.
Movies are so stupid.
They are so stupid.
Well, I watched an incredibly good, stupid movie. Even Jess was like, when was the last time? You know, she's still kind of chilling out and trying to take it easy and everything. So we're laying around on weekends and stuff. So we watched a movie that we were ready for it to just be super stupid and turn it off in 15 minutes because that's like 95% of movies. And then it ended up being rad, dude. And I don't think it was by coincidence that it was like my favorite cartoon as a kid either, man. It just came out on
He-Man?
Yeah, He-Man.
Oh, I
gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I
Have
saw
you
it.
seen it?
No,
I didn't
my
like
wife
the
won't watch it.
acting from the main dude, and I wish he was
Yeah, I
juicier.
thought that too. I was like, they're overplaying the whole
You wish he
stupid
was
guy
what?
thing.
I wish he was juicier. If you're gonna be
Juicier.
He-Man, you got to be jacked as shit, bro.
No,
Oh,
he
he's
was all
not.
right for that. It's just they overplayed it with him being stupid. It was like, okay,
yeah,
got it.
I
You're
thought there
stupid.
was gonna be a moment where he wasn't fucking stupid
But
anymore.
they were saying like what you guys call like based stuff. Like, and I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the whole catch was that it was for
Huh.
people from like my age group that watched as a kid that were able to say everything. You can say anything you want.
I
And it
love
was
the,
comparing it to kids today who are like politically correct and making fun of a lot of the woke stuff.
look at the dichotomy. He-Man was garbage. Diddy Bop says, and then Barry Texan goes, "It was super great."
I
Barry
liked.
knows what's up.
I
Who
liked.
knows
what's up.
I liked when Skeletor got his shit rocked at the end.
Hey,
I thought that was
don't ruin
the
it for me.
spoilers. He gets his shit rocked every episode of He-Man, dude.
Stop it.
Unbelievable. Okay, so
But in general, yeah, the movies are really stupid. That's all I'm saying.
well, He-Man was
Okay.
fun. He-Man
But
was
are
fun.
you enjoying this
My son
conversation right now?
loved
Yeah.
You liking this? You like
You like
talking to
this
me?
shit?
You like this shit?
We're
Daddy?
gonna say more fun stuff. All right, so check this out. Check this out. As Christians, I think a lot of us have looked at the idea of clairvoyance
Uh-huh.
or psychic phenomenon mostly as, I'm not saying God can't give you spiritual gifts and you can perceive a thing, you know what I mean? But I think that a lot of what you're dealing with when you're dealing with like psychics, like a Miss Cleo ass type bitch, is
Call me now.
call me now, is familiar spirits and communication.
Okay.
So it's demonic. You have these demonic spirits that are lingering over a person that know the ins and outs in their lives, and they're whispering shit to the crappy demons you have hovering over you.
May or may not have to be so close to you, but just been studying humans for 6,000 years.
Touche, yeah.
That like they know all the patterns with all the humans.
So I start thinking that about the chick in red, because all of a sudden she starts knowing things about people, everything, right? Personal things and yada, yada. She becomes effectively psychic. They call it empathy. It's very fascinating who she has a relationship with in that film.
What do you
She
mean
has a-
relationship?
She has a boyfriend,
Oh,
and the boyfriend is rather inconsequential. He has a lot of doubts about her.
He is kind of normie in a way, right?
Can you find his picture? This is going to be another fun one.
oh boy.
So
Yeah, I'll find his
the boyfriend is wearing a particular shirt that piqued my interest and made me Google what was on his shirt. I forget what the hell the name of it is, but as soon as you
Dude,
get
you
him on
did a deep dive on the movie, bro.
it's really kind of lazy. I just sat there with my cell phone and
Wyatt Russell is his name.
Wyatt Russell. Wyatt Russell.
His name is White.
That's right. He's a musician, right?
He's a musician
Mhm.
and he's got a
Wyatt.
shirt on. So
Wyatt.
let's toss his image up on the screen here.
Hold on, I don't have.
That's kind of like
Luke.
Ludacris or Method Man or Redman. I mean, that's what happens, right? You're a musician, and then you go into acting.
That didn't happen to everybody.
No. He
Snoop.
in the movie.
He's a musician,
He's
yeah.
a musician, which I don't know what that means.
He's like in a band and he's
keep
worried
talking.
about his
Keep
gigs.
talking. Let me pull this.
I
shit
did
up.
find her annoying too because he was like, "Oh, I just got established in the city. I really don't want to move again." And she's like, "I just gotta fucking go wherever like the wind blows. I have to go. It's just like I'm not feeling it here." It's like imagine that. Imagine you're just constantly at the whim of some woman who's got demons whispering to her that tells her to move here and there. By the way, how do people typically get demons?
I don't know.
Anybody? We talk about it on this show
You
all the
invite
time.
in?
They got to be invited in, man. They
Go
come
to
in through
the-
the gates, man. That's why I talk about your ear gate, your eye gate,
Your butt
We
gate.
Talk
Getting
about all your
baptized by
gates,
the
man.
Orthodox Church.
No, stop that. So
Okay.
they don't have any images of this motherfucker in the movie.
They do, but I can't see his.
Oh, I think I
His
just saw
shirt.
it.
Well, keep talking, Dave.
I think I just saw it in that image. Bring it up.
Yeah, where's Nancy at? Why doesn't she say anything?
She's boiling water or something like that. Say
could
hi,
s-
Nance.
I mean, I could see the guy, but I can't see his shirt. This is the best that I can get.
Yeah.
Hi, Nance.
Nancy.
Okay, so if it's not gonna show it, then you can.
This shirt here that you're talking about that he has on.
Yep, because he's got the same shirt the entire time. Okay, then
Looks a little old to be the boyfriend. Dude.
go ahead and.
Wait, is that the
Oh
boyfriend?
my God, I don't have. Anyway, he's got a shirt on that has a demon on it,
He's definitely ortho. Look
Oh.
at that guy.
and the demon on his shirt has some words above it. Now it is like a mask. You know, it's a mask
Yeah.
on a man, but he has horns and all this other shit. And
Oh,
if you,
like a one of those Japanese.
sort of, but it's much more like demonic and less like kabuki dookie.
Gotcha.
So if you damn it, I wish we had an image of what it was. I wish I wrote it down, but I was like speed writing. If you go to the website for the shirt, the website has a phone number to call.
Mhm.
And it's 666-666-6666.
In the movie?
Yeah.
No.
If you see his shirt and you Google it, it turns out to be of a band.
Oh.
And that band is like, I don't know, not reaping any benefits from him wearing their shirt in the fucking movie because it doesn't seem that they've gotten big in any way. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I got it.
There he is. So see if you can bring that up. So, and I think what that's trying to say is like, I think it's demonic. I think, zoom in on that. What the hell does it say? Freak kills or some shit?
Freak Kings.
Freak Kings. And if you go to Freak Kings and you find the website for it, it has a phone number at the bottom. So it's clearly demonic. It's not. So, in some ways you might go, oh, is it Japanese? Maybe it's Japanese. They're wearing the mask with the horn. Like, no. The phone number lets you know it's fucking inherently demonic.
Mhm.
So, in other words, she's in a relationship with demons. That's what I'm getting from it. We're going to go a little bit donut or demon erasers here. She's in a relationship with demons,
Okay.
which is why she can perceive all of these different psychic voices and know all these things about people. And how does one come about typically being inundated with demons? Well, childhood trauma is a good way. Yeah.
And this is actually, we have a picture of her here that I still have.
Childhood trauma. And what's the whole fucking movie about?
It's about her childhood trauma.
And in fact, the next time we see
It
that,
is?
yes,
Mhm.
and there
This
she
whole
is.
movie is about that chick's childhood trauma.
And the other protagonist, the guy that's escaping the CIA, that's pretty much it. They were,
Well, the females do latch onto that. The young ladies, they like to be the victim. They like to be the trauma. They like to hate the dad. There's like this really weird young lady culture that I've observed coming through the coffee shop. So like that, just that look right there on that female, you could tell that young ladies would be drawn to that and be like, oh yeah, I want to be like that too.
she's
super
the
deep.
powerful female lead.
Yeah,
in
she
this
is.
movie.
She's the
So-
divine feminine.
I'm much deeper than other people.
She's the divine feminine. And by the way, in this image here, she is in a recreation of her childhood bedroom, which has the monarch butterflies all over the butterflies in general, all over her walls, which is obviously related to Project Monarch, but also happens to be the scene of her trauma.
Yeah.
That's the scene of her trauma.
Which they
Rigby's onto something though. She does look eerily similar to.
No, she has a much better nose. Don't say that. That's not nice.
Very similar.
So yeah, childhood trauma is why she has access to it at all. It's interesting. Yeah. So there is that one point you were kind of alluding to last conversation where they're talking about God and this idea about people struggling with this new revelation because they worship something that they think is divine, but they're going to be exposed to something that's actually divine. And she drops a little line there where she says, God isn't divine, but he is essential.
right.
Which is fascinating because what I think that does is it sets you up for this idea of the undeniable proof that there is a God. Fine.
Undeniable.
Yeah,
Man,
but
this guy
that's
said
all that is
indeniable.
like 12-step. It's like you need to have a higher power. It can be a doorknob. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Right.
He's God, he's essential, but he's
Although,
not divine.
I will say though that plot device at least makes sense because you're talking about the ex. She's an ex nun.
Yeah.
So she was in the monastery, or she
It's
was
still
in the
very
Catholic Church.
particular though.
It is, but that's her current view on it.
Well,
And I don't think the nun that she's talking to holds that view.
that doesn't get explicitly squashed though in any meaningful way.
No, it doesn't.
Where that's not the case. In fact, that never gets addressed the way the movie ends or anything like that. But
I'm just
what
saying,
it
doesn't it make sense though for somebody
Oh, sure,
disaffected from the
yeah.
church to have that, to hold that view? Again, they never clarify and say that, their God is the supreme God above all. They never say that. But like when she did say that, I had like my hackles up real quick, and then I started to pay a little more attention to her character, and I was like, okay,
it makes
she's-
sense for the
she's
development.
out of the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't really
But what
want
it
anything to
does
do
is
with
like,
that.
let's say you want to turn to some place, which I think they will do, right? If you have these aliens and shit, then you're going to probably have some Gnostic gospel that goes along with it. God is the demiurge.
Mhm.
So therefore, the demiurge, God, did create this, but he's not divine. So like,
But that-
okay,
that is the thing, dude. The old Catholic ladies that have like come out of Catholicism, they go right into the New Age stuff. They go right into the whole.
we got to stop letting women speak and have ideas and express them, especially expressing them. That's the where you want to.
Women have like a very strong connection to the spiritual realm, and it's funny how God created this thing because like they were
They were at the tomb. The dudes weren't.
Yeah,
Like,
they
there's that.
know.
They're very spiritually sensitive.
Yeah,
sensitive, right?
yeah, and so they're like this great medium to reach the spiritual realm. But when they're unguarded by males, which and the men don't have this strong spiritual connection, not as strong as
They're
most
much more
females do.
material.
Yeah, we're material. We're building stuff.
Yeah.
But the women can see through this layer, and we need to guide them. It's like, what a contradiction not a contradiction, but what an interesting dynamic that God has created between men and women, where it's like, these guys are going to be connecting with a lot of spiritual stuff. You have to lord over them in a way. You have to be their protectors and also guide them, because they can go off the rails.
Yeah.
So like, we're like going blind here, but our wife or our, the woman in our life, they should be navigating this spiritual realm, but like, we're blind, we're navigating through their eyes in a way.
Yeah.
It's a strange
Even think
thing.
of how profound it is that, like, if you go to church, how many women go without their husband compared to how many husbands go without their women.
Yeah.
That's like unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, the husband without the wife is unheard of.
No, it's
But the
that
wife
never happens.
goes all the time without the husband. It's like they're
Yeah.
spiritually perceptive and sensitive and hungry and thirsty for more. And they maybe see the shenanigans within the 501c3 system and they're willing to overlook it. Whereas a lot of dudes see the shenanigans in the 501c3
They won't
system
go.
and go, I'm not
No.
doing that, dude.
No.
But they're also like, it's like, what a trap that is, because like, you see the garbage in it, but you're missing on the actual fruits that are produced
It's
there.
a trap, dude. The whole thing's a trap.
So
They
they
got a Bible,
do,
though.
they do another thing that
They do.
is very much like we didn't even actually talk about this last time when you were kind of like saying what you had seen in it, but you watched like a shitty bootleg version. So
So you shouldn't drive. And we
Amen.
have this turtle sign here.
oh,
Hilarious.
tinfoil tiara with a banger. So there is that nun chick, right?
Uh-huh.
And she gets effectively controlled by the main baddie, right? The main bad guy is an old white male, which I thought was funny because the team of good guys, the deviants who have broken away and they're trying to fight the system from within the system and facilitate disclosure, they're led by like a black dude, and there's just like the multicultural
like
fucking
an
melting pot.
Asian
Yeah.
person.
It
Yeah,
looks like fucking Captain Planet in this bitch.
I think that they're trying to tell a story, but they have to. Like,
They
there's
have
a
to
quota.
do the DEI thing.
Yeah, we're dealing with something else. So I was like, all right, whatever. Again, looking past that.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the gay story you're trying to tell me, Steven?
Well, part of the gay story is an inversion of the gospel in a lot of ways, because what happens is the CIA agent, the main baddie, puts on his Neuralink and starts to possess people. So
Right.
think about it. This
What?
really.
Yeah, he's like hooked up to like a bunch of wires on his head, and he's holding that crystal.
And
Mhm.
you can
Some
get
type.
in other people's head because of it.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about that, and you're probably going to get to this, David, but he can't get into somebody's head who's had prior trauma already. Somebody that's
Yeah.
already been touched by this demon or alien. So like the main protagonist, the male and the female, the anchor and the guy that is the ex-CIA agent, he can't track their location. He can't get into their head because they've already been traumatized by something else that is.
And what it does is it gives them like power.
Mhm.
It basically makes them powerful, too powerful for him to get into. He gets booted out, which is
Yeah.
interesting because that is an inversion. What happens here is he's kind of playing God. His character is playing God. And this is most evident when he possesses the nun.
Mhm.
And in order to stave him off, she's like gripping the cross.
Right.
Do you notice that? That was very
A
interesting.
little bit of stigmata as
She
well.
gets a stigmata. So
yeah.
she's trying to fight him off. She can perceive him as sitting at the table with her, even though he's actually not there.
Mhm.
She's sitting at the table with him. She can see him. And he's trying to get her to do something, which is turn on the main guy of the story.
Mhm.
Help me capture him. And the dialogue that they go into,
She's able to resist him too as she's that's an interesting part too that I never spoke about, but as she's holding the cross, her crucifix, it's becoming embedded in her hand till the point where it starts to bleed.
and she literally has a stigmata right in the center of her hand where she's
She's-
bleeding.
Right, but she ultimately loses the battle that of this guy taking over her mind,
Yeah.
and she drops the cross. I think she drops the cross first, and then she loses the
Because
battle.
holding the cross was giving her power.
No,
It was
well,
helping her stave him off.
It was
But-
helping her stave him off, but they're making the
That's what
example.
I'm saying, dude. So now they're getting into this idolatry or whatever this is where you're
But then
gripping,
he
where you're
wins.
holding
He
on to-
overpowers it.
Well, we can get into the idea of the idolatry or symbolism aside. What I think is more important is like the discourse we had with Alberino, where we're talking about calling upon the name of Jesus, and he goes, "Oh, but not every time. It doesn't work every time." It's like, okay, in my opinion, the holding onto the cross could have been the symbol of calling on the name of Jesus, and they're telling you that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a valid point, but I'm guessing, and maybe it's not idolatry, but is there something where you like hold a charm or you hold a thing and it gives you power?
Oh, I don't know. You're supposed to do the rosaries, count them, or something like that.
No,
I
I'm
think it's a prayer
asking you
thing.
guys in like the alien realm.
Oh, of
and
course, everything is about
well, even
that's what I'm
artifacts
saying.
that
There's
give you
nothing
power
in like
and shit.
Christianity. It's like, oh, hold on to this cross and it'll give you power.
Well,
Like,
it was a
that's-
sneaky way of doing the symbolic
is,
gesture of Christ is protecting you.
Also, going back to the Orthodox Church, another reason I've been given an explanation about why they use icons and they venerate these icons and symbols is because they say, well, it helps you meditate on God and it puts you in a state where it's easier to pray to God. So again, it's just another intermediary before God. It's Jesus plus, which is their cross. I think it's a very good example when you look at their cross and they have the regular cross and then below it the slash. I'm like, the slash is just a little addition, like a little plus sign that they put because it's Jesus plus other bullshit that you want to continue to add on to it. But
well, one of the things that they did during this dialogue, the dialogue was what was really the craziest. They start to talk within the context of scripture. He is asking her to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to do that thing. He then begins to use, are you listening, Matt? This one's for you.
Yeah.
He then begins to use the analogy of Jesus asking for the cup to pass him, but it has to be done. So in this thing, this guy is playing the role of God the Father, and she is playing the role of Jesus Christ, who has to go and do this thing. She's got a hole in her palm that blood's coming out of, and he is possessing her, right? So what are we talking about? The Spirit of God? You're talking about the Holy Spirit? So you're saying you're possessed by this character who's playing God and telling you that even though you want this cup to pass you, this thing has to be done. And as you're doing that, you're bleeding from your fucking palms and all this other shit.
That's why I can't watch that kind of stuff.
But it was
It's like
very
straight
interesting because it's like,
Rex, dude.
it's an inversion. Because what happens there? What's going on there? So God then, God's not divine and he's standing in the way of disclosure.
right.
That's the implications.
It was actually this movie, Matt's 100% right, but it got me to the point where my kids were in the pool at my aunt's house where we were watching this, and they came in at a certain point. I think they were maybe they were about to encounter the alien for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the end, and my son came in, and of course he wants to watch what's going on, and I was just like, you've got to get out of here.
You can't have that stuff on TV when you have little kids in the home, dude.
It's not even just like scary stuff, little kids, but I was like, something specific about what I'm looking at here. The entire premise of this movie leading up to this, I was like, it's absolutely demonic.
Yeah. And the
good
subliminal
call.
stuff is really the problem, dude. Like the He-Man thing was very distinctly, overtly evil.
Where
it went
there
to
was a
show
bad
evil.
guy.
It
There
was very overt. Like,
Yeah.
did it clear? Oh, that guy
This
that
is
looks like a
blurring
skeleton.
the lines,
that's a bad
dude.
guy.
This is interesting.
The stuff that goes subliminal, like under the radar, that's the stuff you have to be careful about.
Yeah.
This guy Harkin says he's also showing up out of nowhere, omnipresent. Yeah. So the CIA agent is effectively omnipresent. He is playing God. I thought he was playing Satan at first. But then I realized and I guess Satan is an inversion of God. So in some ways he is. But just really interesting that, they made this character effectively God, and he's standing in the way of everything that they need to do, which is tell everybody the truth and all this other shit. Let me see. Yeah, that's interesting. At one point, she likens her state, the weather woman likens her state of psychic abilities to her boyfriend's state of being in the flow. Because he was saying at one point, like, oh, I'm in the flow.
It's in the flow, dog.
And I want to stay here because things are really working out for me and the band is crushing. And at some point she tells him, she's like, yeah, when I'm having these things, like, I'm like you, I'm in the flow, which to me is just channeling.
Oh, yeah.
100% channeling and the language that's typically associated with it. So, of course, the main character, Daniel, can't remember his childhood because he's been fucked in the ass by these aliens. So the Alpha Romero, main agent's name was Noah. I thought that was interesting. Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. When she shows up at the end, the weather woman shows up at the end and they've recreated her house.
Right.
And they want her to go in there to revisit the scene of the trauma. Now the trauma.
wait. So the main character shows up and they like did a model of her house.
That's exactly
The
what's
entire-
happening.
What is the context of
So
that?
the entire time, the black guy who's running point, well, he just happens to be black. The black guy who's running point on all this stuff
And he's
trying
super
to get,
empathetic and sweet.
he's
and
trying
nice
to
and-
get these two together, these two main players, the protagonists, and he's in a set design, and you're wondering what's happening here. They're moving stuff around, they're building stuff. They're in a warehouse. Clearly, it's like
They're
a Hollywood shot.
remaking her house at a
Inside of-
different location.
Inside of a warehouse. Yeah, they're reconstructing exactly what it was down to the wallpaper. So that way, when she does show up, she has like again, it's I think it has to do with the state of disassociation, but they're able to basically fracture her and put her back in time.
It's
so
like
she's going to relive the
regressive
trauma.
hypnosis.
Right.
In very many ways. By the way, I have this image here. I'm going to bring this up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a form of time travel. It's a real thing. Like
Sure.
If you show up and you're in your childhood home, your mindset actually changes.
Yeah, they recreated the conditions that we were talking about, nostalgia on the previous show.
Yeah.
Similar to that, like recreating, or even like smelling. I wonder if they went as far as doing that. But yes,
Probably.
changing your surroundings.
When she's going up to do this thing, she doesn't want to. She's reluctant. She's freaked out that they've recreated her house and da 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 da. And by this time, the crew that's done it, which is a breakaway crew, the white hats within the government, effectively, right? If you want to get a little QAnon with it, they have begun to look at her as a savior figure. And this deaf chick, which is interesting. She's deaf. She's mute. I don't know. She falls to her knees and does the sign of the cross at her feet, to which the weather woman says, no, I don't want to be your god or something like that. And she's all freaked out by it. But you have this divine feminine aspect building up throughout the entire thing, and to the extent where they want to worship her because she's this, super powered chick. I have this here, by the way. This is the website to the shirt that the guy was wearing.
Okay.
Become
seems like a
a
normal
free
man.
king. If you look up here, you have obviously the crown of thorns and the thorns wrapped around it. And if you go to the bottom, I don't know, it's like a band or something. I don't really give a shit. Really, what I wanted to show you guys was their contact information and their location, 666 Demon Street.
Well, that's in New York, so it could be anywhere.
That's the yeah.
What?
So that's the shirt that the guy is wearing the entire time. The guy that she's in a
looks
relationship
like if,
with.
Slipknot had Down syndrome. If
It
you go
does look
back
like
to
that.
the
Yeah,
picture,
yeah.
go back to the picture again.
Okay.
If you can see it, that's just what it looks like.
Yeah. It's definitely. What's
Look at those
weird
guys.
is that I wonder if they. MILF Hunter T is actually very funny. I wonder if they saw any gains from the fact that this guy's weird. But I think that's the film's way of
It's
saying
funny. You
she's
know,
in bed with demons.
as somebody who has like done some product placement with my own brands, you'd be surprised at how little of a comeback that might actually produce. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's a big miss. So
you think being associated with some shit is going to be cool, and then
not
it fucking
necessarily all the time.
doesn't pay off at all. So now the thing that really, I mean, for all of its symbolism and all the sneaky little things, the Alfa Romero car, the Project Monarch symbolism, fucking the meltdowns and all this other crazy crap that happens throughout the film, the main subversive thing that they've done here is she goes into the house and the guy comes with her. And I picked up on why he was with her at some point when they were walking together. I said, oh shit, they were abducted together as children. Because oftentimes you'll hear from abductees that there were other children. And of course, trauma bonding. Yeah. So you'll hear this story from them where like other children were also there being tormented and shit. So they go into this house that's made up of, the one that she was in when she was a child. And they start to do this regressive hypnosis and she starts to remember. And the way that it starts is she's a little girl. And all of a sudden, some animals come and visit her. And it's very cutesy and whimsical. And then she follows the animals into the snow, into the forest, and into some house that looks like Hansel and Gretel. And then the next thing you know, the Hansel and Gretel house dissolves away, and she's on an operating table. Now,
That's in the movie?
Yeah. Already, we got a huge fucking problem.
I think that's the part my son walked in. And I was like, absolutely not.
You got to go for that.
Not
So,
doing that.
the problem here is that, Snow White programming, it was very, thank you, Cheney.
Project Pegasus.
Snow White programming, she says, though, was very spot on. It was
that
very
Cheney
much.
That's
that's fucking, that's our
Thomas's
Cheney.
buddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Our buddy. That's
All
fucking
right,
Cheney,
relax.
our buddy, dude. Stop
Okay.
it.
Just
Well,
a question.
Thomas is buddy first.
No, I mean, yeah, but still also our buddy. So, it's very whimsical. But the problem is that is so far and few in between the experience that these children will have. I mean, maybe you could say that every child is having that happen in the moment, but every time you hear somebody recollect any of this shit, it is the absolute, like, they don't use the Disney ploy very often.
And you know what they said here? Like, this is a hero, everybody. I think
Oh,
they're talking
hero,
to Nancy.
everybody.
They're just dousing us. Doused in a cold shit.
Dousing.
They're
Yeah.
right. And the craziest part is like, I got to watch this bootleg copy with my
You were
normie
smart. You didn't
family.
pay for it. Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are being doused in this, and you have no
You
idea.
guys are covered in cum right now.
They're like they have this objection to the movie, and the objection is a lot of the plot line. The objection is a lot of the corny.
That shit was
action
really
that-
corny. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know what I
Maybe
like
meant to
this
drag
movie-
you away from this part.
It's all meant to like be like, who gives a shit about this? And the people that see that and you're drawn away from it, whatever. But the message is still deep rooted, and all this occult stuff. Yeah, occult bukkake. It's all over your face. You're not wiping that off, man.
Yeah. So you're not wiping that off.
You're not wiping that off.
Most of the time when you hear about the recollection of a abduction event, even if it's in childhood, it's fucking terrifying.
Mhm.
It's not good, dude. Like the overwhelming fear that's associated with it. People talk about the paralysis. People talk about the inexplicable lights. People talk about this sensation that feels like you're being like full body tasered by something that's got you locked up. And also the doom, the sensation of doom, of mortal doom that's associated with being taken is unbelievably overwhelming. So when the facade melts away in the film of the animals, which is just a mask allegedly that they use in order to make you feel more comfortable, when that facade melts away and the children are on the table, they are scared. They're like kind of worried for a second. And then they look over and realize there's another kid present. And then they reach over and touch hands and that calms them down. Fucking wrong, dude. That is not what people are experiencing. The fear that people experience when they're taken, the fear that people experience when they're on the operating table. Fucking Colin, who was upgraded for war.
Who we have to call.
Who literally said he was so fucking terrified that they were trying to calm him down and tell him that he consented to it. That you consented to this. Like, he's an adult man. Children are so fucking scared. It doesn't matter who you are. I've had weird experiences. I've had some sort of strange paralysis state and bright white lights and the mortal feeling, the feeling of mortal doom wash over my body. And I have never been afraid of anything like that.
This is a fun scripture. Matt might appreciate this. In Job, where we're at, we're sharing your thing. Yeah, the book of Job, where he's
You're just trying to get me to see the thing you put at the bottom.
No. I don't know what you put at the bottom.
My
Right
face
here
on a coffee mug.
Here, I'll fix it for you.
Job 4:12, and it's a couple scriptures. Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and mine ear received a little thereof, in thoughts from the visions of the night, when
That's
deep
where he talks about
sleep
the spirit goes by and gets his hair stands up.
falleth upon me.
His bones rattle.
Fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all of my bones to shake. So like that thing that David is describing right now, this idea of sleep paralysis.
Wait, don't stop there, dude.
I want to keep
Then
going.
a spirit passed by my face.
Yeah. I guess that's the most important
Then a
part.
spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up.
That's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. I watched this fucking thing pass by me, this dude.
It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was made before my eyes. There was a silence, and I heard a voice saying, Shall mortal man be more than just God?
Oh, that's interesting.
Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged with folly. But I guess the point being that, like,
and that passage goes hard.
yeah, it goes hard. It goes because it's the same phenomenon that you're dealing with today, but it seems like a characteristic of Elohim.
Yeah,
overlying Elohim, these entities, spiritual entities
that inhabit the spiritual realm, which may or may not exist. So that feeling of fear is unlike anything that I've ever felt outside of it.
Yeah,
not in. I've been
in this movie when they do relive their trauma. I'm sure you get into that, but like the way they scream, the way that it's pretty good acting on their part, I'd say, because like I felt the fear that they were reliving.
Yeah, but it was still, in my opinion, so reductive because in the grand scheme of things, it's only a few seconds.
Yeah,
and then the aliens are the good guys. Like that's pretty much what they fucking jump to. almost immediately after this. So it's animals and fluffy creatures that lead you into the forest, into this wonderful place. Then a brief moment of fear, but it's okay because you're in this together. And then the fucking Greys come, and somehow they're the good guys. So that's what I'm talking about, the subversive nature of the film. There's all this like hidden subliminal shit and all this messaging and symbols and all this other crap. But then there's just the overt subversion of we're going to figure out how to include, like, sure, it's scary. Sure, it's scary. But these are the good guys. They fucking rape you, dog. They take you as children. They fucking inseminate you. They torture you. They fill you with such a level of fear that nothing in your waking physical life will ever come close.
You're talking about when Top debates the orthos on Twitter?
No, dude, that's debate rape, and that's a little bit sweeter. That's a little bit nicer. There's like kissing and the ears and stuff. They're raw dogging your ass. And I look, you know, I'm very sure they don't have a preference when it comes to like, oh, this is a kid. Like, they're torturing children, dude. They're taking you against your will. They're paralyzing you with whatever technology or some shit that's going on. Like, it's the fucking scariest, most traumatizing event of an abductee's life. It's not the time they got evicted or the time they went to jail or the time they got fucking beat up or the time they were bit by a dog. It's the time they were forcibly taken, paralyzed, raped, and tormented by fucking demons. But somehow by the end of it, they're the good guys. Bad. Like, it's fucking insane.
This is a bad movie.
It's insane.
Would you have turned this movie off?
I don't think I would have made it very long. I would just be like, I'm not going to spend this time like letting this go in my spirit. But I'm not knocking anybody who does. You guys come from a totally different background.
It's not like spooky the whole time. 95%
no, I know, but I'm just saying it's clearly like demonic infested. It's designed to get into your subconscious. Like that's which I don't think it's going to happen to you because like that's your playground. Like that's what you know. So you're just like, no, man, I'm picking this whole thing apart. That's great. But for 99% of people that watch it, it's just going in their spirit, dude.
Oh, well, maybe.
Well, there is a truth to that too, man. It's like as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, like I could feel like I better put my guard up. Like I don't even want my kids in the same room as it plays if
you shouldn't have any
not
stuff
even paying
like that
attention
on around little kids. Little kids' spirits are super sensitive, man.
That's why I just got him out of the house in general. But yeah, no, there's certainly something to it. And it's like, yeah, I do understand a lot of what they're telling me, but it's like, man, there's probably so much more that I'm missing that they're trying to shoehorn in. And then just imagine the general population that's going out to see a Steven Spielberg movie about aliens.
Right.
No clue.
Right. Those people are just getting this just pumped into their spirit and have no idea what's happening.
I've heard people say that it's actually interesting because it's a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which in that way, like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I mean, yeah. So I see somebody says not everybody has that experience. Only some people get fucking raped. Only some people get inseminated. Only some people have the experience of the black-eyed children where they inseminate you and then you carry a baby to a certain term and then it vanishes and then they fucking take you again to reintroduce you to your offspring, effectively, who is beyond autistic and they don't know how to rectify what's wrong with this kid. So they bring you in to try to communicate with it. I don't care if some of the experiences are positive. All of them are highly deceptive in nature. And the thing that happens with the positive ones almost across the board is they give you a little Gnostic gospel to go with your fucking medicine. So they take you and like, hey, it's okay. I know we've not asked your parents if it's okay if we could whisk you off. And I know I'm an insectoid with a cowl or you know, a tall Nordic Pleiadian, what the fuck ever. I know we didn't ask for your consent when we took you. But I do want to tell you that Jesus Christ is real, but he's a Pleiadian, and the God of the Bible of the Old Testament is the demiurge, and I need you, because you're a special boy, to go forward and evangelize this to the masses. Oh, by the way, there's a giant calamity that's coming, and it's going to wipe out everybody if you don't do your fucking job. And then they show you images of your family dead and all kinds of horrifying crap. How many times have you heard abductee testimony? Look, and this guy's like, oh my God, this is crude. You're a dumb cunt. I'm very sorry, but you're a dumb cunt. I have listened to so much.
I've been trying to explain what's been going on with the Orthodox Church of David. He's like, I simply don't care. But these retarded people like David,
you're right. You're right.
You just don't care about it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
but these are actually they're professing Christians that are supposed to be spreading the word of God.
Okay,
and we're getting mad.
It's fine. I'm sorry to call you a dumb cunt. Maybe you don't understand this. Maybe as guilty as I am of not knowing your church father literature, you're unfamiliar with the body of testimony
No, these are
from
different
abductees.
people. These are just like new age people that think
No,
different.
maybe we got some fucking.
Those are the
No,
people that
no.
get
The way
mad.
you have no patience for the orthos, he has no patience for the alien people.
It's completely insane. Everything that they do violates your consent. It violates any. I mean,
right, but it's the same disposition as getting mad at Owen for saying, I don't know about the Trinity. It's like, well, you're not really a Christian. So
maybe it's because I'm using naughty
I don't
words.
expect that from you.
I might be using naughty words, and that's
Yeah, you are saying the
maybe
F word a lot.
maybe I'm
Yeah, who knows on the internet when somebody makes a comment what they mean? He said, you're crude, or this is crude.
It's
like, who
fair.
has any clue what he's talking about? Like, you have no clue.
Well, either
I
way,
made the mistake of replying back to a comment one time, and I'll never do that ever again, dude. You have no clue what these people are saying when they say comments.
well, maybe I bothered
unless
them.
it's
Maybe-
your homies.
Maybe I think a lot of people, they do fall, but this is kind of the same special boy syndrome though, right? Because a lot of what happens to you is you have this experience and you've been given this Gnostic new age slop to go and peddle, and they've accompanied it with this idea that you've been chosen and you're special. And the reason you've been taken in the first place is because you're a star seed or you're
So there's something
an
special
indigo
about
child.
you. You're the chosen
They
one.
love that. They love that. They love making you the chosen one by whatever metric they can, and then sending you forth. Number one, it alleviates your trauma. I know we did the butt
Just
thing.
saying, I don't understand how you can be so mad over that when there's an establishment that's saying we are the special boys. You can only receive salvation through us. To me, that's the only thing that offends me. I'm just passing through this world, and that's the only thing that matters in this world as we're passing
they're
through.
very
How do you
similar.
get to the other side? Very similar. They're nothing alike. How do I get to the other side? There's a bunch of fucking gay aliens. All right, I mean, we got this sort of sorted out here. But you have something that's an imposter that is standing in the place of Christ. That's wildly offensive. Wildly offensive to me.
They're
You should
doing that
be-
too.
You should be furious.
They're doing that too.
yeah, but
Pleiadian
No,
Jesus.
we're not furious about them. We're just moving on. It's like you can either like get wrapped up in the aliens, wrapped up in the orthos, wrapped up in like normal life in America where you just love money and things and stuff.
You really
Or
do.
you can just go hardcore in the Bible and be like, oh, okay, cool. All that stuff's in my periph. Like,
no,
whatever.
you're right. You're right.
Fine.
What?
You're right.
I'm
Me
sorry.
and David just
Wait,
have.
what's the timestamp?
I'm
What day and
sorry.
time is this? I gotta make sure Jess videos.
Hey, we're sorry.
4:24 on Monday, July.
That doesn't
26th.
It's
matter.
1
We're at
hour
1
and
hour,
45
45
minutes. It
minutes
doesn't.
in.
Yeah, it's when you post the video.
No.
it's
I
not
want to
gonna
make
go.
sure I have a record
Oh,
of this
you remember
exact
this
day
moment.
and time.
All
That's never happened before. I saw him do it to you last week, though. So it's like or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Well, the whole thing was. Oh, by the way, you know what was interesting? The little girl when she was singing to soothe herself, right? You know, the when she's having this. This is
Xerox
actually
really
back
wants to
to
make up with you, dude.
this is back to Project
Xerox
Cheney's
really
point.
wants to make up
No,
with you, man.
The Xerox
No,
is fine.
again, these people are weasels. They say, yeah, let's make up. And then they go and they, well, I mean, Xerox is, I've seen screenshots of him saying that, yeah, the reason I'm still in these chats is about, well, fuck Top. And then you talk shit about
Oh,
me.
well, he said,
And he
can't
goes,
you just
I'm
call
gonna-
him a faggot and move
I'm
on?
going to convert David because, no offense, David, they think that you're dumb enough to believe the shit that they're saying in
He's
the
the
Orthodox
least
Church.
one that would get caught in
I'm
that.
just saying, this is what they're doing. You're not welcome here. I don't know why you're still here.
There's a 0% chance for this background of like
It doesn't
alien
matter.
abduction and all this
I'm
stuff
not here to
that
protect.
he would fall for ortho.
Somebody
I'm
was
not-
in my chat asking me, they're like, oh, or in my chat, in my DMs being like, oh, you know,
slid up in the DMs.
I want you, like, I can't wait for the day that you convert. And I'm like, you have no
What?
idea. Like, do you think I would abandon everything that God has me doing so that
I'm
I can
not
get
here.
involved with a
Can you
community that's
imagine him wearing the ortho
intellectualizing?
outfits and stuff with the cape?
Or to do the whole like debate thing, like God has put me in a position where I talk to retarded people, and that's
Yes.
what I'm an authority on. If I'm an authority
Right.
on anything,
God-
it's fucking retarded
God's
people.
put me into a position where I'm sort of like a shepherd of retarded people. They're all in a certain place, and you have a wolf among your flock.
Wolf.
So you're out. Woof.
It's another one.
Damn
He
it,
says
man.
fucking woof.
Woof.
He says woof.
A wolf.
Wolf.
Whatever.
All right.
Not welcome.
Got a canine. Got a angry
Xerox,
dog.
you should come over to Straight Bible though.
Not welcome there either. I run
What do you
that
mean?
shit
He
too,
might
boy.
love the Bible, dude. He might like really get into it.
Xerox
They're
posts about the
Orthodox. They
Bible
don't
every
read the
day, I think.
Bible.
And that's what I'm saying. But what if he starts hearing all this stuff about the Bible every week instead of like the fathers or whatever? He might be like, oh, this goes hard.
Oh, well, hey, man.
Yeah.
Bibles are free.
Okay.
So what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. So that little girl, when she starts to try to soothe herself because she's being taken by aliens or whatever, you know what she does?
What does she do?
She hums, and this is to Project Cheney's point. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure she hums a song from Snow White.
Oh boy.
So she hums a Disney song to calm herself. So
Mhm.
even Disney's getting all up in there.
But even humming is like an interesting thing in the occult too. No, I've had the people come here in the occult to do the there's like different chanting and humming you can do with like certain like a cadence that you do with humming, and then
How
like
dare you?
How dare
That's
you? All right, do we have messages from Mom? Because that's all I care to talk about.
No, I don't really want to pull up any of that. I
No,
think I'm
come
fine.
on, we gotta do messages
Come
from
on, man.
Mom.
I don't have any of that
We're
stuff
gonna
pulled
do
up, man.
messages
we'll
from
give you a
Mom.
second, man.
God.
Dude, there's tons of money coming in right now.
Hey,
All right, so why don't we
we have
you
to
do
read
super
those at
chats?
the end. We have to read those at the end, and Nancy has to read those. That
Do
bitch.
the super chats, and I'll find some messages.
Okay, we'll
from
do
Mom.
the super chats, and then we'll read the messages from Mom. Nancy, are you ready? Ready yourself, Nancy. Here we go. We're only going to read the ones. Thank you guys if you sent coins and jewels. We greatly appreciate them, but we're only going to do the ones that have words because that makes for a better listening experience. Oh, did Nancy just leave?
No, she's there. She's just
Okay.
not
All right, here we go.
gonna be obedient.
Oh, wait. Nope, Nancy, don't speak yet. Where's the Japanese sound? I mean, 1 second. I'm very sorry. It's gonna come up.
Very good.
Very good.
Schizo friend says, "How dare you?"
Now you got to say it like this. You got to go, how dare you?
No.
All right, here we go. We got another one. Thank you, Schizo friend.
Cherry Bear says, "Saint Diarrhea, pray for us."
Amen.
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 Yeah, a little bit less of that, a little bit more of the solid stuff. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's the good stuff.
I've actually been a little bit backed up.
Yeah, so maybe you need a little bit of diarrhea in your life.
Wouldn't mind just loosen things up. If it was just a one shot and I was done, sure. But that's the thing about diarrhea is it kind
It's
of
never a one shot.
It's never a one shot.
it's
It's
a
a
drip, drip,
stand
drip.
up, and then all of a sudden your organs reassemble, and
Yeah.
then you got to sit back down. Here's another one.
Mr. Dick Wrinkles says, "Is the missionary position now gay?"
Good question.
No, I don't think so.
No, like facing your.
No, that's the most romantic position.
Wait, what are we
talking about? to have
What?
To have relations with your wife is
missionary.
yeah, that's the least gay position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you could see and verify that she's a.
You know what's scary
woman.
is like if you were doing it with a chick that had short hair and you're doing it from behind style,
It's a little weird.
and you
I
go,
don't like that.
Next question.
"What's up with that? That doesn't look right." Here's another one.
Cherry Bear again says, "Let's debate is a nerd queer way of coping, like I'll kick your ass."
Yeah, we read this one. Yeah, that's right.
I would say that is, and I kind of had that
That
revelation.
kinda is what it is.
Shut
right?
up! I had that
Yeah.
revelation when I was reading it.
It's like threatening
Today.
to fight somebody online.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'll kick your ass.
That's
And you're
that's
like,
the exact same energy I
yeah,
felt
it's a
through
lot
reading.
of fun. It's somehow more gay, right?
It
'Cause
is because
You're not even gonna like back it up, like imply physical violence. You're just gonna be like,
there's an
violent
honor. There's an
words.
honor about the physical violence, especially if it's like to the death.
oh yeah.
I go like, I don't agree with this.
Like the guy that threatened us, he said he's gonna come here, and I was like, part of me kind of respects it, but like I'll warn you, don't come here.
Don't come here. It's a
You'll
bad
get
idea.
shot. But like I get it. Like what if he said, I'm gonna debate you guys until you change your position? I'd be like, man,
I would have
really
never
can't.
DM'd him and said, "Don't do that, or you're gonna get fucked up." I would have said, "Gay, gay." Here we go.
Next
Here's another one.
question.
Cherry Bear with the running out of money stuff.
Cherry
he
Bear
say?
says, "Trashing this culture is good for the internet."
Oh well,
I think that's
suppose so.
true.
I agree.
Should the internet be helped?
Maybe. So, you know, like if somebody threatens to fight you on the internet,
Mhm.
and you go, "Oh, you're too stupid to argue," so you're like, "Fight me, bro."
Yeah.
You can flip that coin and say, when they want to debate you, like, "Oh, you're too weak and neck bearded to fight me." That's embarrassing. You know what I
That's
mean?
actually
Like,
kinda
there's
funny.
kind of like a
Start challenging them to fights.
both of those sides are wrong. There's
Yeah.
something wrong there. It's hard to quantify. Okay, here let's go on to this one.
I think you
What's
missed one
No, you.
from
Did you miss one, David?
No.
Daisy Ibear. It's for
Oh, he says
Matt.
Uncler. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncler.
Uncler.
I
That's
don't
not
know what
even
that
a thing.
means. Uncler.
What's a unk?
Uncle.
Definitely
Uncle.
you.
I think he's talking about you.
Yeah.
Who?
So we got to
Oh, yeah.
give Matt 440 joules.
No, I don't want to.
But what does that mean? Like I said something that was like a dad joke or something. That's
I got no
that's what they would say,
idea.
like Uncle alert.
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. Let's go here.
John Diaz says,
Hey, John.
finally caught a live show. Been a while. Enjoying Top's war on the Orthodox Church on X. God bless guys. God bless you guys. And hope you're doing well.
God bless guys.
God bless all the guys.
God bless all the guys. You shouldn't be enjoying Top's war on the church. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it, but I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're having fun, I guess.
Is this words?
Why don't you stop doing it then?
I know, I just keep doing it. How do I stop?
Just leave
keep
it
doing
alone. Stop going on Twitter, dude.
Go ahead and sit in the camera. So where
Yeah,
you're
go
facing
ahead.
the camera.
Sit, go ahead.
Well, I never know where
Goat
he's
trophy?
put at.
I,
This Go trophy. I
didn't
don't
we
really
get
know
this
what that
last time? I don't
Goat?
know either, but
means. I'm not sure. Here we go.
happy poop.
How'd they
Happy
know?
poop.
Subliminal
10
message-
joules.
Oh, this is a subliminal messenger, and his
Oh, wait a-
birthday is in a couple of days.
Oh, hey, happy
happy
birthday, Subliminal.
In a couple of
Oh,
days.
and also,
Oh, go on.
JC's birthday is tomorrow, and Jules'
Happy
birthday,
Jules' birthday is
Hey,
tomorrow.
Nancy, what does JC look like?
Kind of like his emoji.
Huh, that's very
Just
interesting.
a smiley face.
If he didn't wear a cowboy hat, I would be very
He has a
disappointed.
hat.
Interesting.
Is it a cowboy hat?
It doesn't come off.
It's just
It doesn't come
it's
off.
actually part of his head. It's flesh colored. All right, here, let's go over to Lainey.
Oh, hey, lady.
Matthew, if you were a German leader and there was a health clinic that innovated the first trans surgeries, would you burn their books?
Oh, that's an interesting. So
Good
yeah, I
question.
mean, like if
This
that's,
is Lainey asking me this?
yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what's the question?
So basically, like if there was a health clinic that was publishing books on like gender,
How to
theory,
transition children.
yeah, the sexual
How to-
fluidity of children,
How to chemically castrate them.
how
I
to
don't get
perform
into any of that.
transsexual surgeries. So you wouldn't burn the books. You'd be like, oh, these books are just fine.
Would you put them in your
No,
library?
I would just say no. I wouldn't put them in the library. Though. I'd say this is what the world does. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
so you wouldn't burn them.
So you wouldn't burn the books.
I've seen you throw out books that pastors have given
yeah,
you.
I'd throw them out if they were here. Yeah,
But then what if somebody else picks them up and reads it?
I mean, the world's gonna do what the world's gonna do, bro. All you can do is live Christianity. And
Let's say that this is around the time frame of like the 1940s.
why is Lainey like?
Would you wear a fashionably brown shirt while you did it?
Yeah, would you goose step your
You know,
way
I
to
made
the
him
fire?
explain the oven thing, right? Later, like after the show, I was like, "Hey, so you're saying like you do the math on it, and it's not possible?"
I love that he called
for
him.
like, yeah. Well, I didn't call him because there's none of that. The one time I did call him, he was like, "I'm at work. You can't call me."
What do you
Yeah,
sound like?
don't fucking
What do you sound
bother
like?
No, he
Lainey?
wouldn't talk. He texted me. back
I've
and
called
said
Lainey.
that.
He's never answered
Lainey
the phone.
has
Yeah,
no
he
vocal
seems like
cords.
never answering the phone.
Yeah, he's never
But
answered
Jess
the
saw
phone.
his picture and was like, "He's got great hair." But
Oh, he does have great hair.
I was
He
like,
does. He's very pretty.
'cause
hair.
I
Oh, yeah.
don't know anything about not just the Holocaust, but like World War II.
You don't
or,
have to
like-
know. You just have to know how long it takes to bake cookies.
You know anything
Well, so
about
that's what I was
cookies?
asking. I was saying, is
Jess
that
bakes a lot of cookies.
Oh,
is
yeah, there you
that the debate or the hang up is that
Don't say
it's
debate
like
on this fucking show.
physically impossible for that many
This guy's
people?
like, we've been doing this for like fucking 3
It's
hours.
like, hey,
now.
let's debate. You want to debate
Hey,
about
was
it?
that debate about it?
We're not
You wanna?
debating. All right, look, we got to move on.
No,
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter
wanna do
anymore.
that. Anyway, so you would.
You would burn the books.
No, I don't care. I'm
Don't
a big
sniff your
fan of like
fingers on
let
the
the
camera.
world
You
do
Sniff
wouldn't
your
burn
fingers
the
on the
books.
Let the
camera. We
world
all
do
saw
whatever
you
the
sniff your
world's gonna
fingers on
do,
the
man.
camera. Chat, did you see him sniff his fingers on the camera?
That's honestly a little disappointing. Next question.
Kingdom in Context says,
He crushes.
It's fucking
This guy
Sean. He's the
crushes.
best.
He's gonna call us
Raven.
retarded.
Raven, be encouraged, brother. God
No, you-
promised to deal with all the violators of boys and girls. Read Joel 3:2-3. He will judge them to their face.
Amen. Okay, so that's a thing I do want to bring up. I got to admit, part of me is I'm not like mad at the aliens or the fake and gay aliens. What I get more wound up in is when people don't see the phenomenon for what it really is, and they fall into this like, oh well, some of the experiences are good, and it's like it's not based on any real information or any intimate knowledge of the phenomenon. It's just based on some shallow level special boy shit. And that frustrates me because it's actually incredibly nefarious.
I get it. And you have a right to be angry. You know what, David? You're right.
No, you.
What just happened?
Oh, more questions.
Yeah, we got more questions.
My bad. Wrong button.
That's the wrong button, dude. Read it, Nancy.
Oh, no, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Good one. Let's keep going all day, girl.
What does this mean? Why does it keep happening?
Bear Trap Studios says, Uncle Alert.
Oh, so Uncle
Another
Alert
Matt comment.
That must no. I just think that that's a thing that they can do. Let me see.
Oh,
what
like
Uncle
the
Alert
goat
is.
trophy?
Yeah, right.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have a feeling it has something to do with Kevin Hart.
No, I don't think so. That's a silly assumption.
Why would
What
you
a
say that?
wild leap.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think my testicles all twisted up.
Oh, nice. Untwisted. Do you
Ian
know
Val-
which way it's been twisted?
No. Read the thing.
Ian Valdez says, shout out to the t-shirt distributor for finally getting my straight Bible shirt to me.
Hey, that's all the same font,
Hey,
dude.
shout
Why
out
did you say
Ian
finally
Valdez.
like that?
Shout out
That's
to
crazy.
Mike for getting you your shit.
Shout out,
Glad
Mike.
you're wearing it. How does it fit?
Shout out, Mike.
Shout out, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
My dude.
Mike Dick.
John Diaz says,
Hey,
you're
John.
right. Enjoy is probably the wrong word. More like I just agree with what you're saying.
Oh, okay. That was
yeah,
just
yeah.
before. Yeah.
About what?
About the.
But it's unlikely
Orthodox Church.
anyone's changing their minds on X.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, nobody. That's the thing. No one's changing their minds with debates anyway. That's
It's
why I'm not
true.
going to do a debate.
They're just cheering for their side.
I'm actually
No,
like,
you literally are taking
No,
my position now. That's what I've always said, and you're like, yeah, it's not for that person you're debating; it's for people watching.
This
I'm
guy
like,
acts
I
like
still
I'm not
don't
the
care.
god. I'm not the father of disinformation. This is what I do, baby. We know that we're not changing anyone's mind. That's why I'm just ridiculing people.
Really
By the
taking
way,
my
Scott,
lines
it
now.
is
This
totally
is so
possible for one
embarrassing.
testicle to get twisted.
Do
It's
you
called
remember-
torsion.
Do you remember when he thought we were going to change Timothy Alberino's mind? And I said,
Oh,
we don't,
yeah, remember
we don't
that?
have enough money.
That was so naive of you.
No, I
Yeah.
never said that.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You said that right there in that room.
It's like, oh, you're gonna change Alvarino's mind?
I mean, yeah, you definitely did. And you also thought that he was like
He's
super
like,
cool
"Dog."
and great.
We're going to reach Alberino. We're going to save him from the pits of hell.
That's right.
That's what
You
he
did
said.
say that. And I said, we're just retards.
That was way too dramatic. I could have believed it until that last line.
Hey,
Gideon!
let's read some more shit.
So Gideon says, Top,
Hi, Gideon.
Raven, Matt, and Nancy, you all rock. God bless.
All
No,
right.
God bless
you.
Gideon.
I guess that's a comment.
That's
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you, Gideon. That's
I like
fucking
getting paid to be
That's
told
some-
I'm great.
real nigga shit.
Hey,
Hey,
James is watching.
New incumbent says, a dwarf con going down a wall is condescending.
a dwarf con going down a wall
Condescending?
is condescending. I don't know if you need dwarf in there. Like if a con was just going down a wall, it would still be condescending. Would it not, new incumbent?
I mean, it's okay.
Is the dwarf is an unnecessary plot device.
There's a reason why we have the microphones. But thank you for the $2.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind
Thank
it?
you.
It's just the dwarf would need to be.
It needs
Oh,
work.
it's a little condescending. New incumbent, come on. It's a little condescending.
Oh yes, then it's good.
Fucking A, dude.
Then it's
that was
good.
close. That was close. You fucking just did a little typo there, dude. You got excited. That's all right.
That's all right.
That was a banger.
Next question.
Oh,
Lance.
it's Bradley.
The Awaken Pod says, here's some money before I'm broke again. Thank you.
Stop giving us your money if you don't have money.
He's not broke. He's crushing.
That's how much he
Bradley's
loves
filthy
you guys.
fucking rich.
It's the plasma.
He's donating so much plasma.
Brad will be at Bohemian Grove.
Bradley will be at Bohemian Grove. Brad has been at every
Hey.
single Bohemian Grove. In fact, we met him at Bohemian Grove, and we love Brad. And everybody should go and check out the Awakened Pod and give him back the $10.
Okay, Lucid Legend
Shut your
1984
mouth.
is alluding to something that I've been asked multiple
second,
times.
did
in
they
the
pay us?
DMs,
Did they
dude.
pay us to say
they
this?
pay us?
Did they pay us?
Did they
Never
pay
seen
us?
Lainey and Nancy in the same room. Just saying.
Me neither.
Several people have asked about that.
Me neither.
I've also never heard Lainey's voice, so
Mhm.
could be Nancy's voice.
Have you, Top?
Heard
Utah.
Laney's voice? No, never. Not once. No.
You've only ever communicated via text?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do messages from Mother.
There's no way.
Let's do oh wait, we have one more. Thank you,
We have
Bear Trap
another one?
Studios, for the stay. I'm not gonna say it, you say it.
Hydrated.
Stay hydrated, baby.
No, you, Bear Trap Studios.
Wait, what are they talking about here? Who's going to debate who?
Oh, I think Sean of Kingdom and Context is talking about debating Jay Dyer.
Oh, that sounds...
Just do not blaspheme against the paintings.
The Holy Spirit?
The
of
holy
their
paintings, and I'm sure you will be able to pull that off.
Yeah, I mean...
Because Jay Dyer's just a whore for debate.
But
he's
good
just a
luck.
debate slut.
Hey, guess what?
What?
We got messages from Mom.
Oh, shit.
Messages from Mom.
Give me a second. Now I got to pull them up. But we do have messages from Mom.
Oh, you didn't have them prepared.
No,
you
I
pressed
didn't.
the button.
I was so enthralled by what was happening.
Yeah. Jay Dyer being a debate slut.
Well, that's one
Sean
of
is
the
just
things.
like so nice of a guy though, like just a nice dude. That
Yeah,
would
but
be
he's a real
very
nigga who knows his
strange
shit.
For to have a debate with Jay like that.
It's just strange to have a debate at all.
That's true.
Debate's gay. All right. My mom sent me this. I don't know what this is. We're going to judge this
I love segment
Oh
titles.
jeez.
on a
Oh,
fear-based scale of 1 through 10. If you're starting to feel scared,
Oh,
Matt, you
hold on.
let
Can
me
I just
know.
say something that's really silly here?
Yo, what up?
Dumbass is Jay and David should have a hot dog eating contest. On what fucking planet do you think that Jay Dyer would ever defeat me in a hot
That
dog
would be
eating
fun
contest?
though. That would kind of kill the.
I literally swallow them
nastiness.
without chewing.
Is a fair point. Do you dunk them in water first too, like the guys who do it in the contest, or they dunk the bun in water so that?
Oh,
way they
the
can just-
bun. Oh, I hadn't considered the bun.
The bun, yeah, that's
Okay.
a wild card. Okay.
Yeah.
This says, do you know that the CIA and Mossad not only created and fund Muslim Oh, hey!
I'm so scared.
We're on Muslim fear.
I'm so scared.
But then orchestrate them for false flag attacks around the world to justify more fake wars. Let's see what this old guy has to say.
It's not fucking true.
He's not going to say anything.
He's just gonna look fucking scary.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I
Yeah.
can't.
No question, but the trouble
Oh,
is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up CIA or in our case the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute. But when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained.
I don't
He came
fucking
up with-
care.
What are we
Care
talking
either.
about?
Oh God, I don't care. Man,
Next
I have never cared less
subject.
about a thing.
Okay, I think that's good content, though.
Fuck was that guy talking about?
I think people like this stuff,
What the
though.
fuck was he talking about?
At the Black Eye Club. Here we
Black,
go.
the Black Guy Club?
Well, no, the Black Eye Club. This is something that we've covered a long time ago as well. You know,
sometimes they
this
get
is
punched
Wait,
in
what's the
fucking-
theory behind when Elon had that black eye?
Yeah, it's
His
the Black
fucking
Eye Club.
kids.
It's like you get punched in the face. You're joining, like you're part of this like special club now. Like you did a thing.
Like getting jumped
Simulacra
into a
says-
gang?
This is the first time I visually watched messages from Mom, and the fact that they're on Facebook is absolutely perfect.
Oh,
Like,
of course
yes,
they're on.
yes,
Where
yes,
else?
yes.
Where else would they be?
Oh,
Here we go.
somebody-
The Bible say that when you leave the flock, you enter the Black Eye Club. It sure does.
Wait, Matt, does it say that?
Does it say that?
What?
Does the Bible say when you leave the flock, you enter the Black Eye Club?
When you leave the flock or lead the flock?
Leave
Leave.
it. Leave it, you butthole.
When you leave the flock, you enter the. Okay.
That's what so saith the Lord. No?
No. Okay. Well, where's this going? So the Pope and
And
Elon
that's
are in a
next on the
club.
trumpet. It's right there at the end of Zechariah chapter 11.
Why is he fucking talking like
I
that?
don't
Why
know.
is he being such a
Spooky,
goofy
man.
bitch?
Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon him and upon his right eye. Oh, shit. Hey, look at that.
Interesting.
I look like an idiot now.
Oh.
His arm shall be clean, dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened.
You know, once upon a time we saw
Let's get the
somebody.
context before we go crazy.
I forgot which celebrity it was, but they had a black eye and they were quite old.
Mhm.
And I said, what a thrill it must be if you had to be evil and you had to be a part of the Illuminati to be the guy whose job it was to go and beat up the old ratty celebrities when they fucking
Yeah,
disobey
go
you.
punch that guy.
Go and punch the Pope in the eye. Like,
What a great
that's
job.
kind of a great gig.
Didn't that dude George Bush get a black eye one time too? He was
No.
like eating pretzels, he said, and passed out. Or...
No, that guy was
Doused in semen.
a little
Yes.
different.
And the velocity of the semen left him with a shiner.
Okay, let's see.
Woe
what
to
he's
the
going
idle
with.
shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm and upon his right eye.
Come on,
His
somebody.
arm shall be clean, dried up, and his. Does the Bible?
Why the fuck does that guy talk like that?
I don't know, but I like it.
But how does did they get dry right arms too? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
their arm
their
shrivels
arms
up.
shrivel up. You never see when their arms shrivel up?
And fall off. That's a very common thing. I don't know if I want to
Come
watch
on,
this
is this
guy.
fucking guy again?
Yeah, come on, let's watch it.
He looks like a.
Matt's such Matt.
Let's go. I
Matt's
love this
so
stuff.
addicted to content.
Love it.
All right, parts of Utah are now restricting
Utah.
something.
Soda.
Well, this video hits close to home for me. Utah, from where I'm from, most people that are paying attention and who have eyes to see know that when the government puts out a narrative, it's most likely manufactured.
What?
From every false flag to create another fake war from
No.
What?
Wait, so you mean to tell me?
Wait.
What?
It's the Muzzies.
It's
The Muzzies?
It's the Muzzies. You mean they're manufacturing narratives out here?
Oh, God.
actions that will lead to
How long is
economic
this?
instability, even down to most natural
2
disasters.
minutes and 45
Even those
seconds.
Can't do
No,
it.
no, no,
We
no, no,
get
no,
it.
no, no, no,
Hey,
no, no.
dude.
This guy is strike two. Strike two. By the
She's
way,
got to start picking 30-second clips, dude.
somebody said.
Well, here we go. He's got his third shot, baby.
Oh my
What?
God! Why are we keep looking at this guy?
I don't know, but I like this Jewish guy that he has there. What's his name? Mr. Money?
Oh, that's the guy from fucking
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful.
Pimp
Phil.
My Ride or whatever.
No. Pimp My Ride? With Exhibit? No. This guy's from Shark Tank
Yeah, there you go. That's the thing.
with the other Jews. All right, here we go. You watch Shark Tank, Matt?
I know what it is.
Okay.
He loves it.
He loves that show. We love Shark
No, I
Tank.
bought products here that where it'll say advertise on it like as seen on Shark Tank.
Oh,
like
yeah.
like the bomb
Yarmulkes?
bars. So they're basically just like 70% honey and the other 30% is like sunflower seeds. They're
Hey,
freaking
we're not
good,
we're
dude.
not fucking sponsored by them, so stop that.
Okay, my bad.
All right, don't
Sports
do it
drink
again.
promo code squad.
Who wears pink flip-flops during his interview says so. Yeah, so
It's like the Raven.
they also told 50,000 people yesterday that it's a high probability they're going to have to find a different power source to cool and heat their home in Lake Tahoe. But why would a power company need to do that? Oh, to power the new AI data surveillance center for Israel.
Oh, no, I'm so
to spy
scared.
on all
Oh,
of
for
us.
Israel?
I'm scared.
For Israel to
I'm
spy on
scared
us?
and I'm
Your
mad.
mom knows.
Wait, your mom's actually talking about the Jews?
She knows.
Well, I think accidentally.
She probably thought this was about the Muslims.
Yeah.
Cut off power to 50,000 people, you know? You can read this for yourself.
No.
Yeah. So you don't think that's going to happen to your neighborhood? In one of the articles, the
Be
resident
afraid.
said it's
Dog,
like
I'm
you
scared.
don't
I'm
even-
scared.
I'm so fucking
Oh.
scared.
Kind of like the people in Palestine didn't either, or Lebanon. Little goys, huh?
Why'd he say that?
Little goy. You're nice, little goy.
Hey, stop
Why would
that.
you
Yeah,
need to
that's
cool
creepy.
down your house in summertime, little goy. Why would you need heat, little
This
goy?
is super
Why
creepy,
would you
man.
need lights at nighttime, little goy?
Yo, that's actually very
Hey.
funny.
This is a home run.
This guy crushes. I take everything I said back. Little guy.
That's very creepy.
50,000 people in the Lake Tahoe area have been told that their
This
utility
is
is
Australian
simply
news. Where is Lake Tahoe?
Why is that's in
California.
uh,
What are you talking about, dude?
I don't actually
You
don't
literally
know.
just got a postcard from Lake Tahoe.
Oh, did we?
It's
oh, by
on
the
your
way,
desk,
shout out
dude.
to who's that? Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay, thank you.
Bro,
And
look
and,
on the
and
other
her
side.
son.
It's literally from Lake Tahoe.
I just think that's so cool because we never
You're
get
right.
who sends postcards. Lindsay
High
does. That's
Top,
fucking cool.
David, Matt, and crew. It's Lindsay and Emmett. Emmett was the man.
Emmett crushed,
crushed.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
crushed.
on the show. Well, he wasn't on the show. I don't think. I don't
They'll be
remember.
back soon. Thank you. We really appreciate this.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Postcards is a crazy
so
move.
Lake Tahoe is in America, is what you're saying.
Tahoe is the coolest place in Cali, probably.
Okay, all right.
There's literally no
of,
cool
of
places.
like
in-
well-known places.
okay.
Okay. if you say
Okay,
so.
to
little
stop
guy.
providing power to them because it's redirecting that power to data centers.
Data
so you save up
centers.
diligently your whole life, move to a beautiful area. The government, which is supposed to use your tax dollars to protect you,
Oh, jeez.
gives data centers and their funders.
This is what makes
complete
blood shit out of
immunity.
people's eyes. It's
and
like
then
this
through
stuff, man.
Yeah, they get crazy.
I'm
with
Yeah,
all
it.
they're just like, I've been working my whole life to take all my money and then blood shoots.
And then
out of
all
your eyes.
these
So it's
black people come into the neighborhood.
like, you could live like on a little plot of
And
land
there
grow
goes the
some
market.
food and get out of the game, man.
I saw this clickbait rage thing where this black guy goes up to this girl and he goes, "What's a word that starts with N and ends with R that you would never say in front of a black man?" And he
And then
posted
she
it.
says
and she
nigger and
says-
he beats her ass.
No, she says neighbor. And
Oh, that's funny.
banger.
Many of them. have moved into my
Next
building.
one. Oh, it looks like more data centers call to the nation. Let's see it. Are you scared, Matt? Matt, are you scared?
I'm actually terrified. The data centers are coming. The data centers are
Yeah,
coming.
wait. So what is the deal with data centers? I do hear a lot about that, but it's not
It's
really
so weird.
data centers.
Given
It's
it to
actually
Israel.
for,
Am I the only one who can't bring themselves to care about it at all?
I don't care
I don't
either.
give a fuck.
No, I guess they take all the water. It's going to take all the energy.
We
But
got
then
mad
people are
water.
like, no, it's not a
Whatever.
data center. It's a surveillance center.
Drink less water.
Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna
man.
tell you, dog. We live in Lady Lake. Like,
I
this
don't
is-
care at all about the data centers. And
put
they're
the
all
data center in a lake.
oh,
Whatever.
it's coming. The data
If I was on
centers
Twitter
are
right now,
coming.
I'd say IDC, kick rocks.
That's
Wow.
right. That's how you win the fight, baby.
Yeah, I don't give a
Watch it, Tom.
single fuck.
This isn't just a neighborhood cell site.
No,
It's a
Brenna.
carrier aggregation hub. We have 2 separate macro stations running a dual mesh. In this 2026
That does look
deployment,
creepy, though.
they're
That looks like a
using
5G tower.
It is a
Whatever that is, it just looks creepy, man.
Enhanced Common Public Radio Interface. It's a packet-based protocol that moves data at light
You just
speed
wouldn't wanna
from
live
the
next to
baseband unit
I
up
literally
to
live
the
next to black
antenna.
people. You think I care about
Those
this?
fins
Whoa,
are dumping
David.
massive
Oh.
amounts of thermal
Be
energy
reasonable.
because the machine is
I'm just saying.
overclocking to maintain a beam-forming lock on high-velocity.
All right, go ahead.
This guy's
We're gonna
just
wait.
saying
No,
shit.
no, we're gonna find out from the chat right now.
We're gonna find out.
Speaking of the chat,
Are you
Sancho
gonna? Would you rather
has
live
got
next to
dad
black people
jokes
or the data center?
and can't keep a secret? Oh, that hits home. for
David, you have to stop being racist toward the black people. It's not cool.
I think even the black people who are cool know they don't want to live next to too many of them.
I know, but you don't know. You don't know that.
Who's the Brazilian in the chat?
I live in Brazil.
in Picanha and Japoricabas.
We don't care about any of that shit. All right, let's
Wow,
read this.
everybody really voting for the blacks. Maybe I'm wrong on this
You
one.
are
Michael
definitely-
Don't care.
You're literally your best friend now is black, and you're
I would live
still
next
like
door to
doing
him.
this whole thing.
He doesn't learn. He's gonna be real sad. He's gonna be like, man, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. He won't pray for me. No
2
more."
minutes, I'm walking out the door. I got to meet Jess at
Shut
the
your
thing.
All right, so we're gonna end it.
You don't have
Here
to
we go.
end it. You
We're
guys
gonna
are
end
doing
it.
fun stuff,
Look,
dude.
We're
Timothy
not doing
Alberino's
fun
got something to
stuff.
say.
Okay.
Oh, it's Alberino.
Me off. Who do these people think they are? They're putting it right out there. They're talking about it
Oh,
right in the
jeez.
open. You're not seeing
Come
any
on,
of this
you
shit on
can't
the
watch
news.
this.
I guarantee it. They don't want you to know that this is going on.
Oh.
And it's just mind-boggling to me that nobody is speaking about it.
What is it? What could it be?
I don't know. It feels like I'm about to get a fucking ad for ShamWow.
It could be anything. I know this is too well produced. Let's see.
Nobody. They have perfected putting this vaccine garbage into your food. And they're not even required to tell you about it. There's no labels required. There's nobody speaking up about this or speaking out trying to stop it. They've already perfected how to put it in tobacco products, how to put it into lettuce. This video I'm going to show you
diarrhea?
talks about RJ Reynolds
Yeah.
and how they perfected this technology. You're probably not aware of this. Do you know who bought out most of the food groups, most of the
Tobacco.
companies that supply your food in all the grocery stores? RJ Reynolds,
Yeah.
the tobacco company.
It's the
I put
same
out a
play.
video, I don't know, 3 months ago.
I'm gonna start
something
smoking
like-
cigarettes.
I'm done. This is our last one.
Last chance. Oh no,
Seems-
it's literally the last one.
seems like
I think we have a
anti-Semitic
couple
comment.
of
wait, Matt. Just
extra
watch.
super
gotta
chats.
go.
Too.
No,
you
we
gotta
get to do a last one.
Sorry,
Ready? It's
sorry,
fine.
sorry, sorry,
Christian
sorry, sorry.
village in the world is burning down in Tibet, Palestine.
What do you think about that?
Israelis have stormed the
I knew I should have laughed.
100% populated Christian village, the place where
You could
Jesus
definitely trust a
rose
guy with hair
Lazarus
like
from
that,
the dead,
man.
prepared for his crucifixion, and where the 5th century church of St. George was founded, is on fire, being destroyed, targeted, and demolished.
Was it an
by
Orthodox
Israel.
church?
Media will never show you this. This all happened last night as the Israelis seek to destroy the final 100% Christian village in all of Palestine.
Goddamn Israelis.
I don't know if I care.
I don't fucking care.
Yeah, how do you care about anything else?
Put your headphones back on.
I got.
You're still on the clock.
You
You're
guys
still
are
on the
my
clock.
employees. You guys
Hey.
get the employee discount at the register.
You're still on the
my
clock. No, I
employees.
don't. They never give it to me.
You don't even pay. You didn't even pay for
I
that.
do. I didn't-
Yeah, you're dick, right?
You know why? Because I paid full price for the other one.
I know your games, boy.
We have a couple of super chats to read, and then let's get out of here. Matt, get back here. Read these.
No, I don't have a choice. I have appointments at 5.
Bye, Matt.
Whatever. Okay. I think
Who's
we're
got my phone?
we're here. Oh, hold on. Wait, Nancy. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't do it.
Seems impossible.
What the hell
Thank
was
you,
that?
Nancy. She's like, I'm literally walking out the door for work. Okay. Thank you very much to new
Wait,
incumbent.
Nancy's leaving too?
I don't know. Maybe.
No,
Here's-
I'm here. Jimmy says, let him cook.
No, you, Jimmy. Why did you just give me a bunch of biscotti? I'm not eating 24
Kinda.
individually wrapped biscotti.
I kind of want one.
Biscotti's great in coffee. Great in coffee.
JC says,
Hey,
ramen bowls.
happy birthday, JC.
My man.
Happy
Yeah, we
birthday, JC.
We went to a ramen shop yesterday.
Did you really?
Oh, ramen sounds really
Mhm.
good.
That's
Maybe I'll grab
nice.
some of that.
It was delicious.
Happy birthday, JC.
Happy birthday.
Chat. Happy birthdays in the chat for JC. Sean, a Kingdom in Context again.
Show him with the dad joke.
How do we know there aren't women in heaven before the second coming of Christ?
I don't know. How do you
When
know
the
that?
Lamb opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. Revelations 8:1. You know what? My supervisor told me this joke.
You know what's funny is if you've ever been around, this is for the dudes, I don't think the women will get it. Maybe some women will get it. But if you've ever been around a bunch of girls and they're drinking and talking and laughing at the same time, it like legitimately sounds like birds.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of birds.
So they
Just
call them like cackling hens.
and it's fucking like it's crazy. It does something to your brain where you know, you consider the sweet release of death even. All right, and that's it. We can't read the other ones because it says Silver Star, but thank you, Tara Jackson, for the other things that you've given us. And I guess that's it.
Oh no, we have another one. Last
Thank
one.
you.
2 jewels and it says 100.
No, that's what I said, but those aren't really. I think those are images that are being transcribed into words.
Those graven images?
I don't know. Say something mean about them and see if you go to hell.
No, I don't think I will.